The following is a presentation of Radio Plus Sports.
Starting his way into the defense. He's still on his feet, moving for the end zone. Touchdown, Ledgers.
It is good. LaPont scores at the buzzer.
Welsh one-on-one. Welsh shot. Goal! Springs!
Radio Plus Sports, recognized by the Wisconsin Broadcasters Association in their awards for excellence.
Play action, Raditz right side. Now backing up, pocket collapsing, rainbowing, end zone. Yes, touchdown, Fond du Lac.
And a set in the middle to Freebie, and she'll put it down across her body and on the floor.
As the best in high school sports play-by-play in the state.
Gibson, nice pass over to Cohen. Going to go middle hit over to Courtney Vandergeelen, and off the block attempt.
Buffalo wins 59-58. State champions in Division III.
This broadcast is sponsored by the following local partners.
Optivision, Taco Bell, BCI Burke, Bauer Chiropractic,
Marian University, New Medical Center, Rademan Stone and Landscape, Baker Cheese,
Hopper's All-Star Trophy and Silk Screening, National Exchange Bank and Trust, Everson and Gibbs Attorneys at Law, Pump and Pantry,
AirTech Heating and Cooling, Winnebago Lutheran Academy, Fox Valley Savings Bank, Bob's Pizza,
Addison Jones Real Estate, Quest Interiors, Anders Auto Parts, Right Way Home Improvement,
St. Mary Springs Academy, Scotty's Auto Works, Fond du Lac Credit Union, Pioneer Pit Stop,
Spectrum Call Center, Pizza Rancho Fond du Lac, Camera Casino, Holiday Automotive,
Doyle Family Dentistry, Musa Sheet Metal, Silica for your home, Michaels Corporation.
The complete broadcast schedule can be found at radioplusinfo.com. Let's go live to the Radio Plus Sports broadcast booth.
Good evening, football fans, and from the Doc Mitchell Athletic Campus on the athletic field on the campus of Kewaskum High School. Welcome to Flyway Conference football on a Friday night here in April. And tonight we have a good one for you. The St. Mary Springs Ledgers coming with a record of 1 win and 1 loss, taking on the Campbelllsport Cougars, also in this one with a record of 1 win and 1 loss. Greg Zonefeld, glad to have you along with us. Thanks tonight to our producer, Carrie Longry, and Ron Lindgren will be on the camera. And hopefully if you're out there at home or somewhere around the country getting a chance to watch these high school kids play football, we're just thrilled to have you along. And in a year of pandemic, we're just glad kids are playing. These schools playing in what is known by the WIAA as the alt-fall season. Their schools electing not to play earlier in the fall year, and yet the WIAA opening up a window for these kids to play football now this spring. Kind of an odd thing in the calendar, but that's where we are. And we're here at Kewaskum, the Wisconsin Flyway Conference, taking advantage of 3 turf fields in the area here in Kewaskum, in Lamira, and Inglesfield and Ripon, to allow these teams to play without destroying their regular football facilities. And tonight the Ledgers will be the home team. Coach Bob Hyland, in his 50th year at the helm of St. Mary Springs, leads the Ledgers into this one to take on Campbellsport. So we're glad to have you along tonight on the Integrity Saw and Tool pregame show. Thanks to all those sponsors who are making this a possibility to not only bring you the audio feed of this game, but also you can watch and get the video feed of this game as well. Earlier today, in the last little while here, Nick Rush from Radio Plus Sports had a chance to talk to Coach Bob Hyland of the Ledgers, and we're going to hear that pregame interview right after this 2-minute break on Radio Plus Sports.
We've got an extremely strong board of directors that sets the tone for the organization, as well as independent ownership. Very unique for an organization of our size to really be owned by one family.
As the bank grew, our lending limits grew, and so we were able to address a lot of the needs of companies, newer companies. I would say we focused more on smaller family-owned businesses at that time. I would say a strong balance sheet benefits everyone, and it's not just in a bank. It's what we've recommended customers have. I think if everyone has that philosophy, they'll endure over a longer period of time. We have to have the foresight to get our customers through tough times, and all of these things are challenging because we're able to do it.
We have a strong commitment to the success of our customers and build long-term relationships. We earn our customers' trust each and every day. It is our culture and it starts at the top with strong leadership.
So we at National Exchange Bank and Trust have the size to be able to serve all of the needs of our customers. That's very unique to be able to do that, yet retain the community bank image and culture.
Well, I think we're strong. We're going to be around. Always have been.
Taco Bell's quesalupa is back with its cheese stuffed shell. Woo! But there's nothing worse than overhype.
Here it is.
So we'll skip the speeches and the influencers.
Hello?
Cut the fanfare.
Man.
And the pyro.
Man.
So don't hold on to your seats. We're just here to tell you the quesalupa's cheese stuffed shell is back. And we think you'll like it.
Pre-game show rolls on RadioPlusInfo.com. Getting set for spring's football on the video stream coming up on Friday night here. Bob Hyland with us to talk some Ledger football. Bob, always a pleasure. Thanks for the time again.
No problem. I have nothing else to do during the day right now.
All right.
I haven't started golfing yet, so I'm ready to go.
Not even on a beautiful day like today, huh?
Well, I'm going to probably hit some golf balls. I haven't hit a ball since I got back from Arizona.
Okay.
And so my whole concentration has been on getting the football stuff done.
Yeah. All right. So victory over Winnebago Lutheran Academy this past Wednesday evening, 42-0. Talk about, if you could, the changes or the improved play from week 1 to week 2.
Well, week 1, I think we played a totally different team. Amro had a dominant senior group, where Winnebago is young, only had a couple of seniors. So the physicality was on our side instead of like on Amro. We talked to the kids about that, and a lot of the sophomores who started had to mature, we said, and they did. They played a lot better, which was an indication of the score. But we still got a long way to go. We spent last week looking at assignments, and I think our assignments were, on offense I'm talking, were much better than they were against Amro. Now this week we're working on technique. I know we work on it all the time, but we spent a lot of time on film showing them head placement, footwork, and so on that they need to improve on, and hopefully this week we do a better job on that.
David Miller, 16 carries, 194, a couple of touchdowns. Isaac Hyland, 9 attempts for 77 yards and a touchdown. And Braden King had a couple of rushing touchdowns in the game. So kind of spread it all around this past week.
Well, that's when you run option football. Braden, we do not have a whole lot of plays for Braden to run other than on the option. And it seemed like the left defensive end was crashing hard and trying to take away the dive, where the right defensive end from Winnebago was coming up field more and boxing, and consequently to the left side where Miller is the dive back, it was much more open for the dive. Mm-hmm. On the right side, they were coming after Isaac, which opened up, and on the pull reads, Braden was getting some good yardage. So it's all up to Braden on what he has to do on an option play. So those are the plays where he can get out there and run. And up to the right side, everything that he ran was to the right side, and that was because the end was coming down hard.
You have Campbelllsport coming up on Friday night. And when's the last time, Coach, you played in Kewaskum?
Oh, boy. It was in the early 2000s, right after we got into the WIA. Mm-hmm. We played Pecatonica Argyle down there one night in a semifinal game, I think. Sure. It was. So I don't remember the year. I only look forward to tomorrow or the next game.
Sure. Got Campbelllsport coming up at Kewaskum High School. Any injuries for the Ledgers this week, Coach?
We've got a couple kids that are a little banged up, let's say. Not an injury, but our left tackle, Jimmy Keeble has something in his leg in his foot that is bothering him, and so we're taking a look at that. And then one of our sophomore linemen has a groin injury, but nothing from football. It's just, irritating things that they probably should have taken care of when they first noticed it, but it'll go away, and they leave it for a week, and now it's becoming an issue.
Mm-hmm. All right, Coach, best of luck coming up on Friday night. We'll see you at the game. Thank you very much.
Thanks, Nick. Good.
Gear up, Wisconsin, and be ready for driving season. During Holiday's Grand Slam sale, Buick and GMC owners can score up to $67.50 in purchase and loyalty cash on favorites.
It's prime time to save, get more for your trade, and enjoy Team Holiday's excellent customer care.
Team Holiday wants to make a fan out of you.
I am a fan of Holiday.
I most certainly would consider myself a fan of Holiday.
Discover the difference at Holiday Chevrolet, Buick, and GMC, Fond du Lac.
It's worth the trip.
Greg Zonefeld back with you from the Doc Mitchell Athletic Complex in Kewaskum on our Integrity Saw and Tool pregame show. St. Mary Springs taking on Campbelllsport tonight in Wisconsin Flyweight Conference football action. Talking a little bit about these two teams. Both teams 1-1 on the year. The Ledgers opened the season with a loss up in Ripon against Omro. That one, the Ledgers had a turnover early in the game. Omro took advantage and really ground that ball out on the ground, ran the ball a lot against the Ledgers. We're the stronger team, more physical, and we're able to take that one. And Omro right now the number one team in the small division of high school football in this all-fall season. The Ledgers rebounded last week with a big win over Winnebago Lutheran Academy. As for Campbellsport, they opened their season on the 26th of March at Lemira with an 18-0 loss. Lemira, one of those three-headed monsters in the flyweight race this year, with Omro, St. Mary Springs, and Lemira really kind of delineating themselves early on already as the three top teams. And then last week, Campbellsport did not score in the first half, but put up 22 points in the second half, knocking off Waupun in a game played at Campbellsport on the grass by a score of 22-9. So both these teams even up with their records at 1-1. In talking, you heard Coach Bob Hyland on the pregame show right before this, and in talking a little bit myself with Campbellsport coach Todd Wondra, one of the things he said is he's in his fourth year as a coach of the Cougars, said that this fall with the uncertainty, they were able to take advantage of the contact days that were there. The kids really got in the weight room. One of the things you're going to see tonight, you're not going to hear many seniors on the Cougars roster. Very young squad, very young program. Actually, as you look down the roster, just two seniors in the Campbellsport football program. So lots of young kids who are getting a chance this season to get some good experience and play from there. They've had a couple key injuries so far, missing a two-way starter on the line and also one of their linebackers. So tonight they're going to really look to run the ball, to control the time of possession and try to not let the Ledgers run up a lot of plays and limit the big plays that are there. And breakdowns, not something either team knows that they can afford in a game such as this one. So for St. Mary Springs and Bob Hyland, also a younger team than what we typically see from the Ledgers. A number of seniors who chose not to stick it out through the pandemic time and the uncertainty that went there and through the winter. So just a small group of seniors for St. Mary Springs, but the ones that you're going to hear tonight, their captains are some really good ones. But just 6 seniors on the roster for Coach Bob Hyland and his squad. But the Ledgers looking to improve. As Coach Hyland said in that pregame show early on, some of the breakdowns that they had in the Omro game, they've been able to address those to move beyond that. And last week against Winnebago Lutheran really made it through, made some progress. Steps of progress here between week 1 and week 2, and now as they go from week 2 to week 3, looking to continue that development. Other games going on in the flyway this afternoon. Waupun played at Lemira. Lemira scored 33 points in the opening quarter, led 40-0 at halftime, and the final there from Lemira 40-7. Lemira knocking off Waupun. No score in the other 4:30 game, which was Laconia against Winnebago Lutheran. That game being played up at Ripon. Other games tonight, later on, the late games of the doubleheaders at Ripon. Mayville taking on Ripon, and Omro and North Fond du Lac will meet up in a 7:30 game at Lemira. This time we're going to take another 2-minute break. and then come back here on our Integrity Saw and Tool pregame show. We'll be back in 2 minutes. You're listening to high school football on Radio Plus Sports.
Dr. Shane Bauer of Bauer Chiropractic for progressive and traditional chiropractic care. If you're in pain, Bauer Chiropractic offers unique ways to provide relief for many types of pain and conditions. New to this area is MLS Class 4 cold laser therapy, which can be very effective with treating many nagging injuries such as plantar fasciitis, tennis elbow, shoulder pain, knee pain, and many others. Pain relief and prevention are 2 reasons to see Dr. Shane Bauer at 355 North Peters Avenue, Fond du Lac, or log on BauerChiroFDL.com.
So you're ready for a new TV. Nice. Are you thinking LED Smart TV, Ultra HD 4K, OLED Plasma Curved Screen, 3D, Energy Star, Ultra Thin, 240 Hz, or Cloud? Should you choose a big screen, a bigger screen, or just plain huge? Well, at Silica, we make it easy. Save big on the amazing clarity of Ultra HD. Plus, pay no interest when paid in full within 12 months. So go bigger and better the easy way at Silica for your home. We speak TV.
It's news reporter Pepperoni with the latest. We've discovered people all over Fond du Lac downloading the new app to satisfy their appetite. It's the Bob's Pizza app, making it easier than ever to order Bob's Pizza. Got an appetite for pizza? Get the Bob's Pizza app or order online now at bobspizzafdl.com. This is Pepperoni reporting.
Legendary Pizza, Bob's Pizza. For delivery, pickup, and take and bake, log on to bobspizzafdl.com. That's bobspizzafdl.com.
Here at Pizza Ranch, we believe in happy accidents. Like in 1964, when a Buffalo, New York restaurant owner accidentally bought chicken wings instead of chicken necks. The 60s were a crazy time. Well, decades later, and the mistake turned masterpiece is now at Pizza Ranch. Introducing our new traditional and boneless chicken wings, tossed in our signature sauces. 2 more ways to get the country's best chicken available for carryout and delivery. Maybe it wasn't an accident after all, just delicious fate. Pizza Ranch. Mmm.
Our Integrity Saw and Tool pregame show continues here from Kewaskum. St. Mary's Springs Academy, the Ledgers 1-1, and the Campbellsport Cougars 1-1. Taking a look at the Flyweight Conference standings so far in this season. Lemira, with their early victory today, stands up top of the conference with a record of 3-0. Mayville and Omro both 2-0. St. Mary's Springs, Ripon, Campbellsport, and Winnebago Lutheran each 1-1. Laconia and North Fond du Lac 0-2. And Waupun at 0-3. Checking our Bauer Chiropractic injury report. Bauer Chiropractic for progressive and traditional chiropractic care. When you're in pain, see Dr. Shane Bauer from Bauer Chiropractic. St. Mary's Springs not reporting any injuries. Some guys that are a little bit dinged up, said Coach Hyland, but nothing that he would call injuries, more just some nagging things going on. And for Campbellsport, they are without 1 two-way lineman and 1 linebacker. Didn't get those exact names from Coach Wondra. But they're a little bit thin, and they'll be without those players in tonight's game. Time now for our Baker's Cheese starting lineups as we look at the names that you're going to hear tonight. First of all, for the St. Mary Springs Academy Ledgers of Coach Bob Hyland. Along the front line, left tackle Jimmy Kebbel, 6'4", 280, a senior. Left guard is Billy Schrouth. He's a really good one, highly touted prospect. 6'5", 280, a junior. The center, Taylor Franzen, 5'8", 210, a junior. The right guard, Cooper Longley, 6'2", 250, a sophomore. The right tackle, Brian Gelling, 6', 215, a junior. Braden King, the signal caller, is 6'2", 190-pound senior, left-hander. Southpaw, likes to run and can do a little throwing as well. The running backs, David Miller, 6'3", 190, a senior. Isaac Hyland, 5'11", 175, a junior. Tight end is Caden Blank, 6', 175, a junior. And they'll rotate 3 split end flankers. James Bone, 5'10", 145, a junior. Aiden Ottery, 6'3", 195, a senior. And Sam Lucas, 6'3", 180, a freshman. Campbellsport defense that'll go up against them for the Cougars. Sebastian Meyer, 5'11", 175, junior, as a defensive end. The defensive tackles, Ty Ponawaz, 5'11", 230, a junior. Chaz Broth, 6', 230, a senior. Blake Weiser, 6', 190, a senior, is the defensive end. Linebacking core, Jacob Emmer, 5'10", 175, junior. Joey Gardner, 5'10", 165, a junior. Colton Shodro, 6', 225, a junior. And Cullen Beespire, 6'1", 175, a junior. Defensive backs, Noah Fleischman, 6'4", 180, a junior. Aiden Fleischman, 6', 140, a sophomore. The safety, Joey Narat, 6', 180, a junior. Those are your early starting lineups. The Ledger offense, the Campbellsport defense. and we're going to get the reverse of those lineups getting for you. But right now, we're getting ready for for our kickoff tonight. Right Way Home Improvement opening kickoff. And as you watch the game here, and as we watch the game up in the press box, the Ledgers in their blue uniforms will go right to left across your TV dial. And the Ledgers will be set to kick. It'll be Isaac Highland taking the kick. And back deep receiving for Campbellsport, Cole Caney is back to receive. So we're set for football here. The kick is up and it's off, and Cole Caney's going to jump up, take that one just at the 20-yard line. He's going to go off to the left side, now cuts in the middle. He meets a swarm of Ledgers back at the 36. A 16-yard return for Cole Caney, and it will be Campbellsport on offense. And the Campbellsport offense, up front, Ponawaz, Shodro, Murphy, Meyer, and Weiser. Mitch McCarty, the quarterback, 6'5", 195. He'll have 3 backs behind him, Joey Nearot, Cole Caney, Jacob Emmer, and the 2 tight ends, Noah Fleischman, Cullen Biesmeyer. Coming out wide now to the right side. Looks like Emmer, they're going to go wide. I expected a full backfield. Instead, they're going to go wide. Under center is McCarty, man in motion. Going across, they're going to give up to the inside. Cutting up inside for Campbellsport is Joseph Gardner, number 27. Going to be a 1-yard gain there for Gardner. Call it 2nd and 9. Humpner with a tackle up there on the inside. It'll be now 2nd down and 9. It's time a little more of a traditional formation we expected to see. Everybody packed inside. Campbellsport looking to try to run the ball. Under center is McCarty. He's going to give first man through, going up the middle, gaining about 4 yards there across the 40 up to the 42. And that carry there is for Joey Nearot. He's going to gain 3, and that's going to bring up 3rd down, and 6 to go. So Nearot and Gardner are going to rotate 3 running backs through. Back under center again. Ledger's playing the run, everybody up inside. Linebackers coming in, Ottery at the left back, trying to go and get some penetration. This time he gets off to the left side, nothing going there as that was brought inside. Nearot again gets no gain. So now it's going to be 4th down and 4. Ball sitting at the 43-yard line, and we'll see once in going back to punt will be Caney. Cole Caney back to punt, and David Miller back to receive. If you remember that first game when the Ledgers played Omro, Miller had an 82-yard kickoff return. Here's the punt. It's up in the air. Nice high spiral. Retreating back to the 15-yard line and taking there is Mueller. Mueller from the 15 comes up to the left side. Picks through there. He's up to the 30, and he's taken down right there. Nice tackle inside there by Caney, who's the punter. 15-yard return after a 36-yard punt. So we'll call the punt 36 and a 15-yard punt return. The field will flip, and it will be the Ledgers set to take over. 1st down and 10 at the 30-yard line, and Braden King brings up the Ledgers. 1 man wide out to the right on the far side there is James Bone. Ottery the wide out to the near side. Under center is King. King hands it off, gets to the first man through Miller. He's going to crawl up across the 30 down to the 32. Call that a 2-yard gain for Mueller. Miller, 24 carries, 215 yards on the season, 9-yard average. Coming to this one, he gains 2. It's going to bring up 2nd down and 8. 4-4 defense employed by Campbellsport. Double wides out to this side are Bone and Lucas. Give now this time is to Highland. Highland's going to come left side, gets the corner. He's up to the 40, has a 1st down, still stumbling across the 45, goes out of bounds at the 47. Isaac Highland with a gain of 15 on his carry. 1st down Ledgers. Their first down, and they're up near midfield with 9:37 to go. No score. The Ledgers with their first possession after a 3-and-out for Campbellsport. Wide out to the right this time is Lucas. And Ottery, actually Bone on this side. We're going to have a false start here. 2 Ledgers jumping that time. We're going to get a false start. That's going to cost the Ledgers 5. And 5-yard penalty, the first penalty of the game. And that's going to back them up and make for a 1st down and 15. Those are some of the mistakes that Coach Highland talked about in that first game. and a couple key penalties that were drive killers for the Ledgers and 1 turnover. And now after a nice game, they're going to be back first down and 15. King under center is going to give the fake, and he gives it to the first man through is Mueller. Mueller up the outside, over the 50, and a nice tackle. Beautiful tackle there, Joey Narrott coming up from his safety position. And but it's going to be a 10-yard gain for David Mueller. And puts him back across midfield to the 47, and now we're going to have 2nd down and 5. 2nd and 5 for the Ledgers. And this time double wides out to the right are Bone and Ottery. King under center. He's going to go past his screen pass, gets it out to Bone. He's got a blocker in front. Bone is complete. He's across the 40, down to the 30, and brought down all the way down to the 25-yard line. Nice gain there by the Ledgers of 23 yards. Nice quick out that went to Bone, and he had a blocker in front of him was Ottery. And another first down for the Ledgers, their 3rd first down. And the Ledgers now getting down close to the red zone. They'll start at the 26-yard line. First down and 10 to go. King under center. Mueller comes in motion to the left side. Back to pass. Here comes the screen, and it's, just about picked off. And, boy, I'll tell you what, a dangerous pass. And if Cullen Beisbauer can get a hold of that one, he has nothing but green turf in front of him. So fortunate there for the Ledgers that one was incomplete. And that's going to make 2nd down and 10. They tried the screen to Mueller, who came, rolled out of the backfield over to the left side. And I don't think King ever saw Beisbauer there. That one could have easily have gone the other way. So 2nd down and 10 from the 28. Ottery wide to the left and Lucas wide to the right. Give is inside to Highland, and he's got nowhere to go. I don't think he got back to the line of scrimmage. We're going to call that a loss of 1 on Isaac Highland's 2nd carry. And it's going to be, we'll call that a loss of 1. It's going to make it now 3rd down and 11. Ledgers need to get down to the 16 for the first down. And so the Ledgers stalling a little bit here. We're able to overcome the penalty on the last series, and this time we'll see if they can get forward there. So 3rd down and 11 inside the 8-minute mark of quarter number 1. King back to pass, has a blitz on, gets it off, looks, 2 men wide open, and underthrew the receiver, and trying to come back and get it was the tight end there, Caden Blank. He was unable to do that. The ball falls incomplete. That's going to bring up 4th down. 4th down here with the ball at the 28, and I'm going to think that the Ledgers are going to go for it here. And it looks like they are. Play coming in from Sam Lucas. And they're going to work here, and Springs with a 4th down early. You're not going to punt from here, and you don't have a field goal kicker that's going to kick, so they're going to go for it here. So King under center. And Bone and Lucas, the receivers, one each way. Back to pass, gives to Mueller. Mueller beats one man, gets a nice block up the middle from Schrouth. He's to the 5, to the 10, and touchdown. Touchdown, David Mueller on a 4th down play from the 27-yard line. St. Mary Springs strikes blood first with a 27-yard run that goes for the touchdown. Nice block going downfield. The big fella cutting through there, Billy Schrouth, had a pancake block about 5 yards past the line of scrimmage, and that freed Mueller to go all the way down into the end zone. And at the 7:45 mark of quarter number 1, St. Mary Springs has forged ahead by a score of 6-0. They're going to go for 2. King under center. He's going to give to Mueller. Mueller's going to get through the line on the left side and get up there and in for the conversion to make it 8-0 St. Mary Springs. So the Ledgers go 10 plays and march down the field and take the lead by a score of 8-0. We'll be back in 60 seconds. You're watching high school football on Radio Plus Sports.
At Airtech Heating, we are all excited for sunshine and warmer temperatures, and we want to do whatever it takes to ensure you're not caught in the heat of summer with no AC. Before the blazing temps hit, let our technicians clean and inspect your AC to ensure it's performing at its best when you need it most. Our NATE certified technicians bring the right tools, expert knowledge, and Bryant's high-quality products right to your door. For AC maintenance, service, and installation in the Fond du Lac area, call 924-6742 and 239-4307 for our Ripon office.
Winnebago, Winnebago,
Winnebago Lutheran Academy is different than most high schools.
We have a wide variety of activities to get involved throughout WLA.
The teachers are always willing to help and want us to succeed.
The atmosphere at school makes you feel safe and welcome.
Tuition may seem expensive, but we are part of the Wisconsin Parental Choice Program.
The most important aspect of WLA is the Christian education that is offered.
Come join our family. Visit us at WLAVikings.org.
Living it for 4 years, loving it forever.
We're back to action here, and on the kickoff, the kickoff is taken from the 20 and returned 25 yards. A nice run there by Cole Keeney as he's going to bring that ball from the 20, and it looks like they're going to mark that at the 43. So a 23-yard return for Cole Keeney, and it's going to be it'll be the Campbellsport Cougars starting with the ball here at the 7:38 mark on their own 43. So good time for Campbellsport. Starts with some good field position. On their first possession, they went 3 and out, gained a total of 4 yards. And we'll see what Coach Todd Wunder and his squad has going here. Nice drive by the Ledgers. Converted fourth down on fourth down, scored on a 27-yard run by David Miller. Campbellsport under center. Mitchell McCarty's thrown 13 passes on the year, but this is a team that really wants to run the ball. Give the ball off, and now he's back to pass. Long pass going down the middle, and he's just going to overshoot his receiver. Heading down there, trying to catch up with that one was the wide receiver, actually the backup wide receiver, number 24, Noah Fleischman. He couldn't quite catch up with that one. So the pass is incomplete on the first attempt for McCarty. McCarty, a big fella. Big kid, stands back there. He is a 6'5", 195-pound sophomore. Good prototype for a quarterback. Young kid and a big kid. We'll see how he develops over the next couple years. McCarty now gives it off. First man through. Breaks around to the right side. Up across the 50 and almost down across. That's going to be a first down, actually. Looks like the gain there by Joseph Gardner. And we're going to give him 11 yards and a first down. The first down for Campbellsport. And they are across and into Ledger territory. First down on the 46-yard line. Nice run along the right side. Found a seam, has a good burst, does Gardner. And the Ledgers had to corral him, but not until they're into their own territory. McCarty again under center. One man there in the backfield is near it, and he's going to pitch to, or actually it's Gardner going to pitch him. He tries to go around the left side, tries to cut back in, gets up across the 45. Down maybe to the 44. So they're going to mark it at the 45. Gain of 1 for Gardner, his third carry. 13 yards. Going to make second down and 9. Nate Mueller comes up from the defensive back position there, actually, and David Mueller, and made the tackle. Second down and 9. Clock running, 6:35 to go here in our first quarter. On our Quest Interior scoreboard, St. Mary Springs Academy leading Campbellsport by a score of 8-0. McCarty under center. Gardner the single back behind him. They're going to go for the reverse this time. Now he fakes. Off to pass. Dodges one guy. Now the defenders are going to catch up with him and bring him down in there. Along with some help was Tom Kaufman, the 6'4", 170-pound sophomore. And the quarterback, McCarty, able to elude a couple of the guys, but couldn't get through the next couple. And it's going to be a loss of 4. And on the carry, it's going to make now third down and 13. So McCarty loses 4 on that one. They need to get all the way down to the 36 for a first down. McCarty under center here on third down. Pass lofted out high to Gardner. He couldn't quite get it, and they're going to say it's incomplete. And boy, I don't know. That one was pretty close to a backward pass that could have been picked up. None of the Ledgers went after it. Incomplete. That's a fortunate thing for Campbellsport. But, boy, that from our perspective, and we are right at midfield here, that could have been a bit of a backward pass if the Ledgers would have picked it up. At least would have made the officials think about it. But they didn't do that, and it falls incomplete. And back to punt once again is Joseph Nerett. Nerett with the punt. Low driver this time. His last punt was pretty good. This one, not so much. It's going to go out at the 33, which is going to be a 15-yard punt. And the Ledgers will take over from there. First down at the 33-yard line. So that time Campbellsport able to record a first down, but that was about it. And after a really tough punt that glanced off the side of the foot of the punter, St. Mary Springs is going to start once again. First down on their own 33. Braden King brings them up. Ottery out wide to the left, and I believe near it on the far side. Now here comes a pitch back, comes to Mueller. Mueller breaking through. He's across the 40, trying to get around the corner, and a nice tackle. Joey near it. The safety has to come up, but it's going to be a 12-yard gain. 12-yard gain that time for David Mueller. He's up to 51 yards on 4 carries. And the Ledgers with the first down, their 5th of the game as the clock winds down toward the 5-minute mark. First and 10, Springs. And near at that time, nice job of getting the tackle. If Mueller got by him, he had a lot of room to go. First man through, and holding on to it is King. King across the 50, now to the 45, to the 40. He's down to the 30, to the 20, to the 10. It's a race for the pylon, and he's got it. Touchdown, Braden King, a 55-yard run. And St. Mary Springs is on the board once again. Braden King stuck it in the breadbasket of Isaac Highland. They swarm tackled him, and he pulled it out. And as he got around the outside, he was free to go down the sideline, outruns the Cougars defense. And at the 4:56 mark, the Ledgers are back on the board with a 55-yard run by Braden King. Ledgers once again are going to go for 2. Good start here for St. Mary's Springs. King is under center, and he's going to fake and now circle around. He had nowhere to go. And there in the background, there to join him in the backfield was Blake Weiser for the Campbellsport defense. So the conversion fails, but at the 4:56 mark on your Quest Interior scoreboard, St. Mary's Springs 14, Campbellsport 0. We'll be back right after this.
Drive inspired and the raved about Mazda CX-30 with all-wheel drive. Now $289 per month with 0 down.
Get more Mazda for your money and more for your trade. And enjoy Team Holiday's excellent customer care.
In store or from anywhere with Holiday at Home. It's online vehicle shopping simplified.
I would definitely consider myself a fan of Holiday. It seems that everyone there is there to help you.
Discover the difference during the Spring Forward sales event at Holiday Mazda, Fond du Lac.
It's worth the trip.
Greg Sonnefeld back with you at the Doc Mitchell Athletic Complex, where Braden King, the quarterback, with a nice 55-yard run on the option play, has put St. Mary Springs ahead of Campbellsport 14-0. 4:56 to go. Really quick drive that time by the Ledgers. They're going to kick it off again. Isaac Highland set to kick, and back to get it there is going to be Caney. Ball bounces to him at the 15. He picks it up there. He comes up the center of the field and stumbles and is wrestled down there by Levi Humphrey from the 15. So a 15-yard return for Caney. And Caney has had 3 kickoff returns for 54 yards. And this time it'll be the 31-yard line will be the starting point here for Campbellsport. 4 minutes, 51 seconds to go. Campbellsport, again, has had some success, a little bit of success running with Joseph Gardner. We'll see what they do here. 2 men in the backfield. One man comes in motion. McCarty to give. And there another nice scat back run, and that's Gardner once again up across the 35. We're going to call it to the 36. And we'll give Gardner 6 yards on that one, his 4th carry. And it'll be 2nd down and 4. Nice job. They've done a nice job with that little inside trap play. And Ledgers had to have the linebacker Humphrey come up to get that one. Definitely Springs with the weight advantage on the line, but Campbellsport's done some nice little quick trap box. And almost get the Ledgers offside to give to the first man through Gardner again. And wow, coming up there and trying to see that. I believe that was Highland. Yes, Isaac Highland. It looked like he had some daylight, and Highland shot through there full speed and kept him short of the first down. And I call that a gain of 3. And that's going to bring up 3rd down and 1. So 3rd and 1 here. The ball just shy of the 40. It's actually a short one. They need about a half a yard here, and Campbellsport with 1 first down so far. Would like to sustain a drive here and keep the ball out of the hands of that quick strike Ledger offense. McCarty under center. Ledger's with 7 men up there on front trying to stuff. They come try to run outside. Ball comes this way. Caney, and they're going to get the first down. Actually, that is Gardner. He's going to pick up 1.5. They needed a half. It looks like he got 1.5. A gain of 1 for Gardner. And that's a first down for the Cougars. Clock winding inside 3.5 minutes on a beautiful night here at the Doc Mitchell Athletic Complex in Kewaskum. And on your Quest Interior scoreboard, 14-0 St. Mary Springs out on top. Stacking the short side of the field here right down in front of us as we watch the action along with you. And McCarty is under center. Man coming in motion there is Caney, and flag down, and I'm thinking that is going to be a false start, and it is. First penalty of the game for Campbellsport. A false start will cost them 5. Going to back them up and be second down now and 15 as the ball moves back to the 36-yard line. Our white hat tonight, Steve Steiner from New Holstein, longtime official, football and basketball, the athletic director down there. He's our white hat tonight. So under center again is McCarty. Man in motion is Caney. They give it to him, trying to run the sweep. And Billy Schrouth into the backfield, wrestles him down. And that time they tried to run the jet sweep action, and Billy Schrouth says nothing doing here. And they're going to back him up even more. That one is a loss of 5 back to the 31 on that gain by Caney. And that's going to make it 2nd and 20. So a tough situation becomes even tougher. And that time, good penetration by Schrouth as they tried to run the jet sweep with Cole Caney. And he read that one out. Now 2 wide to the right for Kewaskum. McCarty's going to go back to pass, looking for somewhere to go. Had his man, and it went right through the hands of the receiver. Receiver there, Noah Fleischman, couldn't hold on. They were ready to drill him there, but would have been a gain, a positive yardage play. McCarty now 0-3, and now that brings up a 3rd down and 20 from the 31. So Ledger's going to probably tee up the pass rush here. And Campbellsport looking into the bag of tricks here perhaps to see what they can do. Wide over here to the right side comes Jacob Emmer. Ledger's with some deep safety and deep backs, and McCarty's going to just give it up, and there's no running play there. And diving in there is the Ledger defense, led by Cooper Bulow, the nose tackle. And that one's moving backwards even a little bit more. And that's going to go back, call that a loss of 3. Loss of 3 on the gain, or on the run, by Gardner. And so that's going to make it really a long ways to go here on 4th down. And back once again to punt is Joseph Nerod. He had a punt of 36, one of 15. We'll see where this one goes. That one's a high one, end-over-end punt. Ledger's trying to get out of the way. Gets a nice bounce. That ball's going to bounce into Ledger territory down to the 41. Call that a 32-yard punt. And the Ledgers are going to take over with the action here on the 41. So Campbellsport had a first down and then ran into penalty and a couple plays that went the wrong direction. And the Ledgers with good field position to start once again at the 41. 1:36 to go here in quarter number 1. Braden King, who in the last play from scrimmage the Ledgers ran, had a nice big run of 55 yards. Under center here. Mueller in motion, going to give this time to Highland. Highland inside, blocks one guy, now coming outside into the secondary, and he's ridden down at the 40-yard line by Gardner. But Isaac Highland gains 19, and he's been a little bit quiet so far. Had a 15-yard gain, a loss of 1, and now adds 19. The 7th first down for the Ledgers here in quarter number 1, and they're in business again with the ball down at the 39. Wide out to the far side. 2 receivers to the right. Give is to Mueller. Mueller, second man through, goes right, now cuts back inside. Nice tackle there inside for Campbellsport. Riding the man down there is Ty Ponawaz, the 5'11", 230-pound junior. Mueller is going to sneak up in there. Gains a couple of yards. Going to call it 2 for David Mueller. Brings up 2nd down and 8. 2nd and 8, ball resting at the 38-yard line. We're inside the first minute here. This will likely be the final play of quarter number 1. One receiver to the left, Ottery wide to the right. Into motion is Mueller. Mueller looking for where to go. He's going to pitch to Highland. Highland looking for the edge on the right side across the 40. Dives inside down to the 35. Still on his feet down to the 33. He's gang tackled over there. Colton Shodro and Cullen Beastmeyer on the tackle over there. And so the gain there for the Ledgers moves the ball from the 37 down to the 34. Gain of 3 for Highland brings up 3rd down and 5. And both teams are going to come to the sidelines as this first quarter is going to come to an end. So 1 quarter in the books here. And on your quest into your scoreboard, our score, St. Mary Springs 14, Campbellsport 0. We'll be back right after this on Radio Plus Sports.
Hey, I'm Kat, alternative sports junkie and champion sturgeon wrestler. I do a lot of crazy things. So when I apply for a loan, it needs to be easy. That's why I choose Fond du Lac Credit Union.
Apply online with Fond du Lac Credit Union.
You need help?
Here at Pizza Ranch, we believe in happy accidents, like in 1964, when a Buffalo, New York restaurant owner accidentally bought chicken wings instead of chicken necks. The 60s were a crazy time. Well, decades later, and the mistake-turned masterpiece is now at Pizza Ranch. Introducing our new traditional and boneless chicken wings, tossed in our signature sauces. 2 more ways to get the country's best chicken available for carryout and delivery. Maybe it wasn't an accident after all, just delicious fate. Pizza Ranch. Mmm.
Signature Homes was founded about 25 years ago. Shortly after we started our real estate business, we realized there was a need for new construction. So many times we're out showing property to buyers and they aren't finding what they're looking for. And if we can't find them what they're looking for, we need to have another option. And so we started to customize homes and really make them specific to the customer's needs. That model has grown over the years. We started with building just a few homes and now we're building 30, 35 homes a year. We have showrooms in all of our locations. If you just want to walk in and learn more about our building company, we can do that.
Baker Cheese, producing award-winning cheese since 1916. Not only can you find fresh Baker cheese at your local grocer, make the short drive to their in-house country cheese store. Over 100 varieties of other cheeses from the best cheesemakers in Wisconsin. Take Highway 23, go south on G 3 miles, and follow the freshness. Visit BakerCheese.com. Baker Cheese, a Wisconsin cheese heritage since 1916.
First play of the second quarter. Highland gets it around the left side, cuts around the other. He's through the clear to the 10 to the 5. Touchdown, Isaac Highland from 34 yards out to begin quarter number 2. Play number 1, and Highland finds pay dirt on his 5th carry of the game. So the Ledgers of Coach Bob Highland as his grandson in this 50th year of Coach Highland's career into the end zone, and it's a 20-0 Ledgers lead on the first play of quarter number 2. Ledgers will look to go for 2. The play comes in to the sideline, from the sideline with Sam Lucas, and they'll get to try to get set here. They converted the first 2-point conversion, missed the second. Again, the familiar 2 backs of Mueller and Highland in the backfield, and King's going to roll right, go to throw, and he finds Ottery over on the far side for the 2-point conversion. So Ottery with the catch, and the Ledgers score 8 on the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. And at the 11:52 mark, our score now St. Mary Springs 22, Campbellsport 0. We'll be back right after this.
Come and grow with Burke. We are a company on the move and are looking for great people that want to grow with us. Hi, I'm Mike Phelan, President and CEO at Burke, a local company that creates quality and innovative playground equipment. Our team maintains a culture of enthusiasm, innovation, and customer service. We are currently looking for full-time first and third shift manufacturing employees. Burke offers a competitive wage and benefits package, on-the-job training, and a signing bonus. Learn more about our open positions at bciburke.com. That's BCIBURKE.com.
Cole Caney back to receive the kickoff as we return to live action. 11:52 to go in quarter number 2. St. Mary Springs, that time 5 plays, 59 yards. Quick drive, and it'll be the Ledger's David Mueller kicking off. Caney back, set for his 4th kickoff return of the game. Kick is a low driver, is going to bounce, and he's going to take it at the 15 on the run. Caney across the 15 to the 25, now the 30, trying to break through, and he's wrestled down in there right at the 35-yard line. And down in there, it looks like Sam Lucas with the tackle. A 20-yard return, so about where he's been. Four returns for 74 yards so far. Campbellsport will go back on offense. 14 yards of offense so far for Campbellsport. They found rough going. Have been managed a couple of first downs. And they're going to start this time at their own 36. Under center is McCarty. Looking to go, gives it again to Gardner. Gardner comes one way, now cuts back the other way, drives inside. And he's going to get up there maybe 2 yards for Gardner that time. Oh, it's going to be near it with the carry. Give him a 2-yard gain. It'll be 2nd down and 8. Kaufman coming in there. Tom Kaufman, the linebacker, making the tackle. 2nd down and 8. Campbellsport with the ball on their own 38-yard line. Ledgers begin to crowd there just a little bit. The front line, the front 4 of Bulow, Tucker, Schrouth, and Keble have been really tough so far. Ottery up there on the line of scrimmage from his right linebacker position. The pitch comes this way, trying to run the spree, and they run it outside. And with that, and getting across the 40 to the 44-yard line is Joey Nearett. He's going to be up to the 42. Going to call that a gain of 4 for Nearett. Nearett's 4th carry makes it now. The ball at the 42. They need the 46. So it'll be 3rd down and call it 4. 3rd down and 4. The Cougars have managed 2 first downs so far, trying to add to the 3rd and sustain a drive. The Ledgers have had some short drives time-wise. 7 plays, 3 plays, and 5 plays. McCarty once again under center. A little bit of juggling going on there in the backfield. It's Emmer, the single setback behind him. 2 wide to the right, 1 to the left. Back to pass, looking to go. Ball is tapped away by Highland as they tried to run the inside route to Caney, or rather to Nearett, and that is knocked loose. Highland maybe could have intercepted that, instead batted it down. Pass is incomplete, 0 for 4 so far for McCarty. And that brings up 4th and 4 at the 42. Campbellsport looking over to the sideline and see once what the coaching staff dials up here, if they're going to punt or if here in the middle of the field and trailing by a score of 22-0, if they see if they're just going to go with this. And it looks like Campbellsport, at least right now, is showing that they're going to go for it. Ledgers to drop back, a couple guys to receive the punt. Now they're going at it. In action is Caney, given the inside, and that's going to be short. Once again, the pass handoff went to Nearett. He was able to gain 1 yard, but that's not enough. And on downs, they're going to turn it over, and St. Mary Springs will take it at the 10:49 mark, and the ball this time at the Campbellsport 44-yard line. So the Ledger defense holds, and they've got a short field to work with as they start on the 44. And coming off the field that time from the defensive end there for the Ledgers, looked like one player was shaken up. It's like Beekle, although it looks like he's going to be okay. So Ledger's back on offense. King under center is going to pitch to Highland. Highland takes it, goes through one guy, breaks across the 45. Now is around to the sideline. Can he get the corner? But no, he's stopped. Nice tackle over there by Caney, or actually Nearett, coming up from the safety position. But that time Highland is going to get 10. Give him 10 yards for Isaac Highland. First down, number 9 for the Ledgers. Highland up to 80 yards on 6 carries. And the Ledgers now with the ball down at the 34-yard line. So exactly 10 gained. Nice job by Highland, who was able to try to bounce it outside. If Nearett doesn't get him, he's probably gone. King under center again. He's going to give it to the first man through. That's Mueller. And he is stacked up after a gain of 4. About 4 guys there in there for Campbellsport, led by Joey Gardner. Call it a 4-yard gain. And makes it now 2nd down and 6. Clock running down toward the 10-minute mark on your Quest Interiors scoreboard. Running back in there right now for the Ledgers. Back to pass is King. King goes over here. Ottery catches the ball at the 25. Eludes one tackler and then another. But he is racked up. A nice tackle there by Joey Nearhead, but it is a completion and a first down for St. Mary's Springs, and that's going to be a 15-yard gain for Aiden Ottery. Second completion of the night for King. He gets 15 on that one, a passing first down. And the Ledgers now in business at the 25. So that time, nice pass there, and Aiden Ottery, a very capable receiver, fine athlete, one of the seniors on this squad. And the ball now, St. Mary's Springs with it, gives to Highland. Highland up the middle. Had a little bit of room, but nice job inside there. Colton Shodro, the inside linebacker, is able to get a hold of Highland. And it's going to be a gain of 2. 2-yard gain for Highland. We'll make that up to 2nd down now and 8 yards to go. 2nd and 8 for the Ledgers. 9 minutes to go here, first half. Ledgers leading on your Quest Interior scoreboard by a score of 22-0. Mason Beekle, the second running back in there right now with Highland. Man in motion, left to right is Bone. And back to pass is King. Looking there, Bone, who came all the way around on the wheel route, and a beautiful pass by Braden King and caught by James Bone for the touchdown. A 15-yard pass play and a pretty one as Bone catches a 15-yard pass from Braden King, and the Ledgers are back on the board and lead by a score of 28-0. James Bone that time, a nice route, ran all the way across the field and got behind the defense, and a beautiful pass to the back pylon and caught and collected. Once again, here we go on the out route, trying to go for 2, and that one's incomplete, trying to find Ottery. But nevertheless, the point try fails, but St. Mary's Springs has scored once again. And we're going to keep it here for this one. The Ledgers go 44 yards that time on the short field on, again, 5 plays. And that time it's Bone with the catch from King of 15 yards. And at the 8:39 mark, it is 28-0 St. Mary's Springs. So the Ledgers really with things clicking offensively. Offensive coordinator Kyle Krieger finding some different plays to run. They scored 4 touchdowns from 4 different players. And the Ledger offense has really been dominant, and the defense not too shabby either. They've limited Campbellsport to just 2 first downs and a total so far of 21 yards gained through the first 16 minutes of action. So back to kick again are the Ledgers and David Miller, and back again is Caney to receive the kick. That's Cole Caney, the 5'10", 160-pound sophomore. This one's going to go to the up back, taken there at the 26, running off to the right side, and lost a little bit of territory there. Going back there with that one was Mason Williker, a freshman, and he is going to gain 0 yards on that one, as where he caught it, he ran a lot of real estate left to right, but not much north and south. So it will be Campbellsport beginning this time on the 26-yard line as they start this drive. 8 minutes, 33 seconds to go, with St. Mary's Springs up on top by a score of 23-0. Mitchell McCarty under center. Ledgers with 4 men up in the box. Gibbs going to go on the right side. Gardner trying, no, it's going to be a reverse by McCarty. He's trying to go somewhere, but what a play in there by the linebacker, Tom Kaufman. It was a fake by McCarty, tried to run the bootleg to this side, but Tom Kaufman with the play, and that's going to be a loss a loss of 10. Let's see if my math is right. Yeah, it would be a loss of 10 on the carry there by the quarterback, McCarty. Make that 8 yards. Say my math wasn't quite as good as I thought. So second down now in 18. Clock runs inside the 8-minute mark of the first half. McCarty under center is going to give. Comes there inside. I believe that is Gardner, and he broke 2 tackles. Still moving. Nice job on the run there by Joseph Gardner. He got hit once, twice, 3 times, and he kept his legs moving, and he got 10 yards back. Nice run. Gardner has shown some promise there. It's his 8th carry for 30 yards. Just kind of kept plugging along. They didn't wrap him up and knock him down to the turf. And he gets some progress. So now it's 3rd down and 8. They need to get out to the 36 in order to get the first down. Man in motion. Give again is Gardner. Gardner inside again. And that time he's going to be racked up and trying to see. I believe that's Kaufman once again. Tom Kaufman having a great game here in the first half. Beautiful tackle. The 6'4", 170-pound sophomore wrapped him up. And that's going to be no gain. And so we're going to be 4th down. 4th down coming, and this time they're going to punt. Back to punt will be near it. He's had punts of 36, 15, and 32. And Mueller is back to collect the punt. With it, 3 men through, almost blocked. Mueller's going to have to retreat. Takes the punt at the 30. Trying to get around the first guy. He breaks through Caney, and here he goes across the 30 to the 35. Gets a block inside and randles it down to the 37. Almost had him in the backfield. Had him right away. They had Mueller, but nevertheless he breaks through. Gets 7 yards on the return. And that's where St. Mary Springs will set up shop at the 38-yard line. So Springs now will start on their own 38. Campbellsport held the ball that time for 2 minutes and 16 seconds at the 6:22 mark. The Ledgers will start up once again. Under center is King. King gives to Mueller. Mueller comes around the right side. Has a big hole, has room. Can he get the corner? He's up to midfield. And again, making a beautiful tackle down there in the secondary. This time was Aiden Fleischman as he took out Mueller, but not before Mueller gains 16 yards. 16-yard gain there for David Mueller, and for a while it's Highland, and this time it's going to be Mueller. Highland with 80 yards, Mueller with 73. The two-headed monster in the backfield continues to work for the Ledgers as they're running left, right, and all over them. Now the give this time is Highland. No, that's Mueller. Mueller cuts back, gets across, and he's racked up inside there. There in for the tackle was number 62, Joe Voles. And that time is going to be a gain. We're going to call it 3 for Mueller. Mueller now gets down inside. Ledgers with 12 first downs here in this first half. 2nd and 6 from the 42. Braden King pointing out a blocking assignment. And the ball is fumbled and goes down on the ground through the legs of King. And thankfully for St. Mary Springs, able to cover up that one was David Mueller. So they lose a few yards, lose 4 yards actually, and that's going to bring them 3rd down and 10. Ottery brings the play in here. Talks to Braden King. And the Ledgers now with the ball at the 46 in Campbellsport territory inside the 5-minute mark of our first half. Ottery is wide to the right, Bone wide to the, Ottery to the left, and I believe that's Bone to the right. And back to pass is King. Running the out route is Ottery, and now an out and up. He's looking to find Ottery, fighting through there. Nice play defensively. Trying to get the number over there. I believe that was Noah Fleischman on the coverage. So that time Ottery running the out and up, and they couldn't quite connect. Fleischman with a nice defensive play. It's going to bring up 4th down and 10 at the 46. And play coming in. It looks like the Ledgers are going to go for it. Sam Lucas brings in the play. And that's what it's going to be. So here are the Ledgers. Under center is King. Ottery again to the left. This time the receiver is Lucas to the right. Back to pass once again. Looking down the middle. Going outside to Ottery. Has it right at first down marker. And we're going to see where they're going to mark this. And I think they're going to have the first down, and they are. Nice job by Ottery. Went right to the sticks. They needed 10, and they got 10. That is the fourth completion for Braden King. Aiden Ottery with his second completion. And it's a first down. St. Mary's Springs. Clock stops at 4:27 on the first down. He went right to the sticks that time, caught the ball about a half yard beyond, fell down, and had the first down. So good play call, good execution. And, there's a flag down. Dead ball, unsportsmanlike conduct, offsetting penalties. So we're going to call that both ways. I think there was a little bit of some kind of an altercation, and Coach Bob Highland asking just what the question is here. The Springs sideline is not very happy, but the white hat out there, Steve Steiner, says it's offsetting penalties, and the Ledgers, the net is that nothing happens, unsportsmanlike both ways, and the Ledgers will still have the ball on the 36-yard line. So offsetting penalties on the unsportsmanlike conduct. And I'll be honest, I was looking down. I did not see exactly what happened. I do know there was a little bit of a kerfluffle between Ottery and the defensive back on the play before. And I think that's maybe what happened that time as well. A little of that talk goes and keeps going. So Ledgers first down and the ball on the 36. King under center. Gives to the second man through. And making his way up there is Mason Beekle. Beekle gets a gain of, we're going to call it 4 yards. Beekle with a 4-yard carry and brings up second down now and 6. Second and 6, clock running inside the 4-minute mark on your Quest Interior scoreboard. St. Mary's Springs leading Campbellsport 28-0. And we're going to get motion here. Looked like there was a little bit of bumping and grinding at the line, and that's what it was. It's the second motion penalty of the game for the Ledgers. They did have offsetting penalties, but it's going to bring them back 5 yards, make it third down, actually still stays second down, and we're going to call it 12. So ball resting at the 38-yard line, and they need to get down there to the 26 for a first down. So a penalty backs them up 5 yards. Ledgers now, we'll see once what they do. Coming out wide to the right is Ottery. Bone is the receiver to the left, comes in motion. Gets the fake, now they give and says Beekle. Beekle gets through one man, then through another, and he's going to be brought down up there at the 32. Going to give Beekle 6 yards on that one on his second carry. And the ball rests now at the 33. So the Ledgers with another third down opportunity here. We have not seen them look to punt even in midfield. So everything here is 4-down territory for Coach Highland and the blue-clad St. Mary's Springs Academy Ledgers. King is under center. Going to give this time with it is Mueller. Mueller bounces outside, is across the 40, has the first down across the 25, and he's going to be brought down there at the 23. 10-yard gain that time for David Mueller. First down is the 14th of this first half for the Ledgers. And they'll start down there at the 23, just outside of the red zone. So far, David Mueller, 9 carries, 86 yards unofficially. Isaac Highland, the other starting running back, 7 carries, 82 yards. So getting up near 200 yards. Actually, they are over 200 yards because Braden King had a 55-yard run. Give us to Mueller, the first man through, and he's wrestled down inside there. Jumping up there is Joseph Gardner to the inside linebacker to make that tackle. We're going to say that's a gain of 3. 3 more yards for Mueller. Makes it second down now and 7. Ball resting about the 20.5-yard line, and we're down to the 2-minute mark right now here in quarter number 2. Two receivers out to the left for the Ledgers, Bone and Ottery. King gives and now fakes, gives to Beekle. Beekle trying to go somewhere, but he's met in there. Nice job with the tackle. Joey Nera coming up there. Inside Chaz Broth, one of the linemen also involved in the play there. And it looks like we're going to get a timeout here taken by St. Mary's Springs. So Coach Bob Hyland takes his first timeout. We're going to take a timeout as well. 1:35 till half. Ledgers lead 28-0. You're watching Radio Plus Sports.
It is a great time to sell. To see interest rates as affordable as they are, home values are still on the rise, but consistent. And if you thought your house wasn't worth listing for sale, I think you need to think twice about it and get a consultation from one of our agents. We do have a free service where we come out and we take a look at your house and we tell you what we think it would sell for. Knowing what your house is worth is very important, but knowing what your goals are even more important. And we would like to sit down and talk more about your story, about why you're selling, and then finding out what we think it should sell for.
If you're going to become a nurse, you're going to need to practice in person, right? With Marian University currently offering all of its direct entry nursing programs classes on ground, along with its 100% clinical placement guarantee, you could be just like our 2020 BSN graduates, who all passed the NCLEX on the first attempt. Become the next aspiring nurse to experience how efficient attending Marian University can be. Apply today at marianuniversity.edu.
Greg Zonefeld with you back here in Kewaskum at the Doc Mitchell Athletic Complex. 1:35 till halftime. St. Mary's Springs Academy leading Campbellsport by a score of 28-0 on a beautiful Friday night. Had a little rain go through before the game and gorgeous conditions. And the Ledgers are going to go 3rd down and 8 here. The ball at the 21. King under center. Gives to the first man through Miller. He tripped up and he gets up there to down to the 15. Joey Nera breaking through from his safety position. And we're going to give him, got down about 4 yards for Mueller. And we're at 4th down. 4th down and 3 yards to go. Ledgers need to get down to about the 13 or 14. Gives to Highland. Highland breaks one tackle, now breaks outside. He's got the first down. He's across the 10. Inside the 10, it's going to be 1st down and goal. And with the tackle there on the far side, that looked like Colton Shodro. Or was that Noah Fleischman from the secondary that came up there? So Highland picks up 6 more on that one. And the Ledgers with the ball inside the 10. Just inside the 10. Give is off here to Mueller. Mueller up across the 7, down to the 6. He got wrestled down in there by Blake Weiser. And he's down there down to the 6, so a gain of 4. Timeout again by the Ledgers is their second. 97 yards so far here for David Mueller in this first half on 12 carries. Isaac Highland, 88 yards. 97 for Mueller. Braden King, 1 carry for 55 in the option play. Ledgers have gotten it done on the ground, but also as well in the air. Braden King, the quarterback, 4 completions and 7 tries for 63 yards unofficially. Springs so far with 15 first downs, and they're knocking on the door, trying to make it at least 34-0 here before halftime. So some of the struggles, if you followed the Ledgers this fall, some of the struggles they had against Omro, although that was a really, really physical, good Omro team, they struggled to sustain drives in that one. That hasn't been the case here. Some quick strike offense, and they're trying to find the end zone again. Wide to the right is Aiden Ottery. Wide to the left is Sam Lucas. And a little more of a spread formation. And King takes the delayed snap, goes up across the 2 down to the 1. And kind of a delayed play there. But 6 yards for King. Gardner made this touchdown-saving tackle. Springs hurries up to the line, and King's going to sneak across and get the touchdown. King gets into the end zone, his second touchdown of the game. And with just 22.3 seconds before halftime, Braden King brings it in from 1 yard out. And St. Mary Springs leads by a score of 34-0. Braden Ottery's going to bring the Aiden Ottery, I should say, is going to bring in the 2-point conversion play. And the Ledgers will try to make it 36-0. King under center. Highland and Mueller in the backfield. He's going to try to keep it himself. Dives inside, trying to push up, and it's good. Braden King had to work for it that time, but gets through the middle for the 2-point conversion. And with 22 seconds to go till halftime, St. Mary Springs now with the lead 36-0. So the Ledgers scoring early, often, and almost any way they want to so far in this first half. They scored 14 points in quarter number 1, scored in the first play of the second quarter, and have added 2 more touchdowns since then. 4 different players scoring. Braden King with his second touchdown on that last 1-yard run. And the Ledgers will kick it back to Campbellsport here as we get set to wrap up the first half. And Braden King a little gingerly coming off the field. Coach Highland and offensive coordinator Kyle Krieger checking on him. Looks like he's going to be okay. His backup comes out to meet him there. Here's the kick, high kick taken by Caney on the run at the 22. Coming straight up the middle of the field, almost through there, and that time Cole Caney, a nice return up across down to the 42. He almost got loose, but Isaac Highland makes the tackle to save him from getting through there. So a nice 27-yard return, and he's been averaging over 20 yards per return. And that time he was not too far from making a big run, and if he could have broken one more tackle, he might have been able to go all the way to pay dirt. So 16 seconds left, and Campbellsport's going to call timeout. Campbellsport coach is going to see once what they can muster here. Todd Wondra is squad 1-1, a young squad, as we said, just 2 seniors on the roster. And, boy, they have they're learning some things tonight against this Ledger offense, which is clicking on all cylinders tonight. We've seen them run left, run right, up the middle. They've had some nice job passing the ball, and just a tough first half here. But Coach Wondra using this as a good coaching opportunity. You always learn, and a late in the half situation, a chance maybe to see if they're going to try a gadget play. I'm sure the Ledgers and their defense are aware of that as well. 16 seconds to go until halftime. It's the first time out by the Cougars. And we'll see once what Campbellsport does. Campbellsport in the white uniforms. They are the road team tonight here in Kewaskum. And they're going to start on their own 43. So under center, Mitchell McCarty yet to complete a pass. He's 0 for 4. Receivers 2 to the left, 2 to the right, and 1 to the left. McCarty drop back, 4-step drop, looking to air it out. Looks here. Pass is coming this side, and running an in route was the wide receiver. Wide receiver ran an in route, and the ball went thrown on the out route. So Davian O'Laughlin, the wide receiver over there, not on the same page. It's going to make it second down now in 10, 11 seconds to go. Once again, coming this time, they're going to stack 2 receivers on this end. Cole Caney is the out receiver. 2 to the right here. Back to pass again is McCarty, looking to go, trying to wheel route, and they get it. Gain of 5 now, get across the 20, the 45 down to the 47. Joseph Gardner gets that one. He's going to gain 4 yards. And that's going to end our first half. The first pass completion for Mitchell McCarty. And it goes to Gardner for 4 yards. But we've
Taco Bell's quesalupa is back with its cheese stuffed shell. But there's nothing worse than overhype.
Here it is.
So we'll skip the speeches and the influencers.
Hello?
Cut the fanfare.
Man.
And the pyro.
Man.
So don't hold on to your seats. We're just here to tell you the quesalupa's cheese stuffed shell is back. And we think you'll like it.
Am I on?
The Rademan family has been quarrying and producing natural stone products for over 50 years. Hi, I'm Brock Rademan with the Rademan Stone and Landscape Company. As the first member of our fourth-generation family-owned business, I'm proud to carry on the tradition of providing quality stone products to Fond du Lac and the surrounding areas. Is your driveway in need of repair? Here at Rademan's, our crushed stone division provides our customer with stone needed for maintaining your gravel driveway. Our quarry stone division provides landscape stones such as stepping stones and retaining wall stone for your outdoor living areas. We also offer natural thin and full veneer stone for interior applications such as fireplaces or outdoor applications to combine with or replace your siding or brick. Whether building or remodeling, veneer stone can add a natural look and feel to your home. Our natural stone is available in many different textures, sizes, colors, and cuts. Stop out at Rademan's and see our indoor-outdoor stone displays, or like us on Facebook to see some finished projects. Rademan Stone and Landscape Company, where we have the materials to do the best work on earth.
Greg Zonefeld back with you here. Greg Zonefeld back with you here from the Doc Mitchell Athletic Complex on the campus of Kewaskum High School. We're at halftime of tonight's Flyweight Conference contest. St. Mary Springs Academy Ledgers leading Campbellsport by a score of 36-0, and we're here on the Holiday Halftime Show presented by Holiday Automotive, worth the trip. And before we get to that, I'm going to give you your Taco Bell trivia as part of the halftime show. And your Taco Bell trivia question, I'm going to give you my number to text tonight. That's 920-318-1349. 920-318-1349 is the number to text. And your trivia question tonight is this. Bob Hyland is in his 50th season as the head coach of the St. Mary Springs Ledgers. The question for you is, there is one coach in Wisconsin high school football history who has coached more years than Coach Hyland. If you can give me that answer, you're the Taco Bell trivia winner tonight. Text number 920-318-1349. Taking a look at tonight's Holiday halftime highlights. The St. Mary Springs Ledgers got on the board early. Campbellsport took the kickoff, went 3 and out, and the Ledgers got the ball. And 7 plays were able to get on the board. David Mueller, a 27-yard touchdown run, also ran in the 2-point conversion. And at the 7:48 mark, it was St. Mary Springs up on top by a score of 8-0. Next possession, Campbellsport able to get 1 first down, and then the Ledgers got the ball back. And on a 4th down play, it was Braden King sticking the ball into Isaac Hyland's bread basket and then taking it away and racing 55 yards in the option play for a touchdown, 3-play, 55-yard drive. And the Ledgers led 14-0 at the 4:56 mark of the first quarter. First play of the second quarter, Ledgers struck again, this time Isaac Hyland, a 34-yard run. Braden Ottery caught the conversion after a 5-play, 59-yard drive, and that made it 22-0 St. Mary Springs. Next drive, it was a pass play, and this time the Ledgers going to the air, and catching that one was James Bone. Bone with a 15-yard reception from Braden King. 5-play, 54-yard drive made it 28-0. And then in the final 30 seconds of the first half, the Ledgers drove again, and it was Braden King blasting in from 1 yard out. Conversion was also good by King, and that brought us to halftime in our score of 36-0. Offensively, the statistics unofficially for the Ledgers, 16 first downs in that opening half, 257 yards rushing, 88 yards on 8 carries for Isaac Hyland. David Mueller, 12 carries for 97 yards. Braden King, 3 for 62. And Mason Beagle, 3 for 10. The Ledgers also 63 yards through the air. Aiden Ottery, 2 balls caught for 28. James Bone, 2 balls caught for 38. For Campbellsport, they managed just 2 first downs in the opening half, both of those on the ground. They've gained 23 yards rushing. and 4 yards passing. Mitchell McCarty 1 out of 6 for 4 yards. Joseph Gardner, the leading runner so far for Campbellsport, 8 carries for 30 yards. So we got about 2 minutes left yet in our halftime break, and we're watching for those answers to come in the trivia. None hitting my text yet, a little tougher than the one we asked you a couple weeks ago. Once again, tonight's trivia question, Bob Hyland is in his 50th year coaching. Who is the only coach in the state of Wisconsin football history to coach more seasons than Coach Hyland? The number again, 920-318-1349. That's our Taco Bell trivia as part of our Holiday Automotive halftime show. We're going to take a 2-minute break, and then we'll come back, get the stage set here for the second half. Once again, in your Quest Interior scoreboard, our score, St. Mary Springs 36, Campbellsport 0. We'll be back right after this on Radio Plus Sports.
Drive inspired in a 3-row Mazda CX-9 with all-wheel drive. Now $349 per month with 0 down.
Get more Mazda for your money and more for your trade, and enjoy Team Holiday's excellent customer care.
In store or from anywhere with Holiday at Home. It's online vehicle shopping simplified.
I would definitely consider myself a fan of Holiday. It seems that everyone there is there to help you.
Discover the difference during the Spring Forward sales event at Holiday Mazda, Fond du Lac.
It's worth the trip.
Integrity Saw and Tool is a proud sponsor of Fond du Lac area sports. Integrity can be defined as moral uprightness of character and honesty. Like our local teams, their team is filled with integrity. Integrity Saw and Tool offers a variety of services that help their tooling and woodworking customers stay competitive and keep costs down, like tool sharpening, tool manufacturing, and custom cutting tools. Integrity Saw and Tool wishes the best of luck to all local teams. Get more at integritysaw.com.
There's a free way to support St. Mary Springs Academy. Participate in our SCRIPT program to earn rebates that offset your tuition and help fund the operational costs of SMSA. Purchase gift cards for face value and use them when you shop. There are hundreds to choose from. Here's a sample.
Dining out, groceries, flooring, fast food, pizza, school uniforms, clothing, gas, and so much more.
Anders Auto Parts is the place to go for quality auto parts and paint. Anders has been serving the Fond du Lac area with automotive parts and paints since 1956. Anders features PPG automotive and industrial paints, quality auto parts, along with an experienced, knowledgeable staff to serve you. Anders is located at 16 West Sibley Street, just off North Main Street behind the American Family Office. Call those who know. Call Anders Auto Parts at 920-922-3390.
It is a great time to sell. To see interest rates as affordable as they are, home values are still on the rise, but consistent. And if you thought your house wasn't worth listing for sale, I think you need to think twice about it and get a consultation from one of our agents. We do have a free service where we come out and we take a look at your house and we tell you what we think it would sell for. Knowing what your house is worth is very important, but knowing what your goals are even more important. And we would like to sit down and talk more about your story, about why you're selling, and then finding out what we think it should sell for.
At Camera Casino, we are making magic happen.
If you have a lot of slides sitting at home, we can magically put them on a CD for you. Need a different lens? We can fix that.
If you need something to carry all of your equipment, watch this. Oh, sometimes smaller is better.
Whether you're looking for cameras, tripods, or accessories, Camera Casino can make magic happen for you.
Back here at Kewaskum High School on our Holiday Automotive halftime show. Our Quest Interior scoreboard shows St. Mary Springs leading Campbellsport 36-0. 2 scores in so far in the games that have been played tonight in the Flyweight Conference up at Lamira. Lamira defeating Waupun by a score of 40-7. And Laconia getting a win over Winnebago Lutheran 13-9 in the early game that was played up at Ingalls Field in Ripon. Other games going on tonight, Mayville against Ripon up at Ripon. That one started at 7:30. Omro against North Fond du Lac. That game being played up at Lamira. Once again, we're still waiting for a winner. You can text me with the Taco Bell trivia answer. Text 920-318-1349. Had one guess so far that was not correct. Who is the only coach in the history of the football in the state of Wisconsin with more years of service than Coach Bob Hyland? If you don't get that answer, a winner by the end of the third quarter, we'll pass that on to you in the break between quarters number 3 and 4. Big game awaits the Ledgers next week. They're going to take on Lemira. Lemira 3-0. They and Omro kind of leading the pack right now. We'll see. I would expect Omro to handle North Fond du Lac tonight. And 3 teams rated in the initial top 10 for this division in this alt-fall season. Omro, the Ledgers, and Lemira. And a big game at Lemira next week for St. Mary's Springs and the Ledgers. All right, teams getting set here for half number 2 of football. The Ledgers, the home team tonight, wearing the home blues, black piping down the pants, white numerals, white helmets with the blue S, the familiar look for Bob Hyland, who's in his 50th season. Coach Hyland, 478 wins, 108 losses, and 2 ties. The winningest coach in the history of football in the state of Wisconsin. This year's team, a young team, kind of a season unlike any other for Coach Hyland's squad with the pandemic and putting off the season from the regular fall into this alt-fall season. Ledgers are going to receive, and for the first time we're going to see the Ledgers return a kick. Isaac Hyland to David Mueller back to receive. Back in so far this season, Mueller has returned 3 kickoffs, including an 81-yard touchdown in the season opener against Omro. Highlands had 1 kickoff return for 26 yards. Mueller averaging 38.7. And we'll get set to kick here. Kicking the ball off, according to the notes we had, will be Joe Voles, a 6-foot, 210-pound freshman. That's a good-sized kid for a freshman, 6 foot, 210. And he's going to be the kicker as we begin quarter number 3 on a beautiful night. About 52 degrees, light winds. The flags on the far side early in the game were a little more straight out than they are. A little bit of breeze left to right, and Voles is going to give this one a boot. And we'll get set to start half number 2 of action here on the turf at Kewaskum and the Doc Mitchell Athletic Complex. Looks like everybody's ready to go, looking around, still looking around. One of these days we're going to kick, and here we go. Voles with the kick. He's going to do a little snub kick, and it's taken there by the up man. Up man is Nate Mueller. Mueller's going to get right there from the 40 up there to the 42. So a little snub bump kick there, and Nate Mueller gets himself in the board. And call that a 3-yard return for Nate Mueller, and the Ledgers are going to start on their own 43-yard line. Springs from the 43 with 11:50 to go. And under center is Braden King. Gives off to Mueller. Mueller running to the right, trying to get outside, gets a block from Highland, tries to get the corner. Nice job stringing that out there by the Campbellsport defense. Good start there by Campbellsport. Looked like on the far side, Jacob Emmer, the outside linebacker, strings that one out. And that's going to be no gain. And we have not seen many no gains for the Ledgers. And they get one on that one. It's going to be 2nd down and 10 yards to go. 2nd and 10, Ottery coming out to the near side, and over to the far side is Sam Lucas. The 2 wideouts. Under center is King, gives to the first man through. That is Mueller, and he's up across the 45. Makes his way up there to the 49. Call that a gain of 6. He is up over 100 yards. And it's going to bring up 3rd down now and 5 to go. Nice tackle up there in the inside by Sebastian Meyer of Campbellsport. 3rd down and call it 5. Just shy of midfield. Again, wide receiver coming out to this side is Bone. Back to pass to give it off there with it is Highland, and he's up across midfield, up there near the 1st down, and he's going to have the 1st down. 5-yard gain for Highland. And it's a 1st down, the 17th of the game for the Ledgers. And so they tip the field up across midfield. They're going to have the ball now on the 46-yard line. And Ledgers with the ball. Under center Wideouts left and right. Back to pass, going to keep. On the keeper is King. Cuts inside. He's through one. Across the first down. He's across the 40, down to the 30, and into the secondary, where he is ridden down. Ridden down in there by number 24, Noah Fleischman. But a gain there for the Ledgers, and the quarterback, Braden King, with a nice choice there. Gains 20 more yards added up there for King. He's up to 82 yards. And the ball down to the 26. Braden King that time, nice job, and the keeper dancing away, gives to the first man. Now he keeps it again. He's across the 20, down to the 15, to the 10. He stumbles down inside the 5-yard line. And Braden King adds another 21 yards to his total. He is up and over 100 on another first down. And just like we saw in the long 55-yard touchdown run he had early, had it in Highland's hand, took it back, broke through, and if not for losing his footing at the 7-yard line, he fell to the 5, might have had another touchdown. Third straight first down in the ground for the Ledgers. They're in goal-to-goal territory once again at the 5. Wide out is Ottery to the left. In the slot in front of him is Bone. And now Bone in motion left to right across the formation. King with the fake. No one there. Instead takes it, keeps himself untouched, goes into the end zone for a touchdown. Braden King with his third touchdown of the game, this time from 5 yards out. And the Ledgers have kept the score up with another touchdown, and they lead by a score of 42-0. 5-yard run for King, and they're going to go for 2. Not real sure on the kicking game are the Ledgers, and so they're going to go for 2 once again. Play comes in. We've seen them throw a few times here going for 2, and we'll see what happens this time. Braden King under center, gives to the first man through Mueller, and he walks in untouched. Mueller into the end zone for the touchdown, and the Ledgers add 8 more to start a nice drive to begin this third quarter. And with 7:45 to go in the third quarter, our score, St. Mary Springs leading by a score of 44-0. We'll be back right after this on Radio Plus Sports.
Anders Auto Parts is the place to go for quality auto parts and paint. Anders has been serving the Fond du Lac area with automotive parts and paints since 1956. Anders features PPG automotive and industrial paints, quality auto parts, along with an experienced, knowledgeable staff to serve you. Anders is located at 16 West Sibley Street, just off North Main Street behind the American Family Office. Call those who know. Call Anders Auto Parts at 920-922-3390.
And we're back, and kickoff coming from Isaac Highland, back once again to receive is Cole Caney. Ball's a line drive kick taken once again at the 20. He's up across the 30, looking for a place to go off to the left side of the 35. Gets it up there to the 40, still on his feet, and he's wrapped up and knocked down up there by big number 62, Luke Schwartz, the 6'1", 195-pound freshman with the special teams tackle. And you got a nice to see a freshman making that play. He's coming off the field, and the Ledgers will start on defense after a 21-yard return from Caney, and that's about where he's been on his average throughout the night, 6 for 120 right on the dot. So Campbellsport starting with play here on the 41, and they'll start here at the 6:53 mark. Under center is Mitchell McCarty. Coming in motion across the formation is Cole Caney. He's going to be the pitch out here to Gardner. Gardner coming around the right side, nothing doing there. Good penetration into the backfield there by David Mueller. And the middle linebacker, that time actually the nose tackle, Cooper Bulow, getting in there. And looks like that ball is going to go back to the 39. We're going to be a loss of 2 for Gardner. Makes it 2nd down and 12. 2nd and 12. We'll get a little break here. We had some good guesses on our trivia question. Who is this coach who's had the second most or the longest coaching football coach in Wisconsin football history? Don't have a winner yet. Some good guesses. First man through once again with it is Gardner. He's spun around, and once again inside there is the linebacker. Cutting in there, the middle linebacker, Levi Humphrey. He gets it back up to the 42. So they're going to call that a gain of 3 for Gardner. Makes it now 3rd down and 9. 3rd and 9 from the 42. Ledger defense has really been up to the task, allowed just 2 first downs so far in this one. A fine performance by the men in blue. And they're going to try to make that another punting situation. A little razzle-dazzle play. McCarty coming up the middle and looked like he had a little space, but closing in on him quickly is Levi Humphrey. McCarty looked like he might have room to get a first down, but he's going to be short. He gets 6. And it's going to be 4th down and 3. 4th down and 3. McCarty with the rush. And 4th down and call it 3 from the 48. Ledger's defense looking to get another 4th down stop so they can get the ball back. Clock running down inside the 5-minute mark. We're in running clock territory. Passes into Gardner. Looked like he had it, but coming up from the linebacker position. And they're going to unpile. Looked like David Mueller came up, and I think we're going to be... Boy, bird's eye, that one's going to be just a little bit short in the Ledger offense coming out on the field, and it is going to be short. So Gardner picked up 2, but needed 3, and the Ledgers will take over. The ball is on their own 49-yard line. Clock running on the running clock, 4:25. This second half's going to click on by in a big hurry as we're at that fourth running clock situation. So lots of substitutions in here for the Ledgers. It looks like we're going to do what we can. And in fact, in right now under center is the backup quarterback. Backup quarterback is the sophomore Cullen King. He's going to give it off to Beekle. Mason Beekle on the carry. And he's going to get 4, but we're going to see once what happens. And we're going to have an illegal formation, I believe. Let's see what they say. Like an illegal formation, the linesman given an example. Yes, it is an illegal formation penalty. And you get that. You got the substitutes in the field. Illegal formation is the 3rd penalty on the Ledgers. 3 for 15. They're going to back it up here. So substitutions galore in there for the Ledgers. We're going to do our best, Ledger fans, to get them all for you. Cullen King is under center. Beekle in the backfield. Will likely be the primary give, and instead, no, it isn't. The give there is to Levi Humphrey, the linebacker, and he breaks free. He's across the 40, now to the 30, inside the 25, ridden down, all the way down there to the 22-yard line. Big gain there of 32 yards for Levi Humphrey. His first carry of the game goes for 32 yards. Another big first down for the Ledgers. Humphrey, who's had a good night defensively, a linebacker now getting there in the backfield. The 6'1", 180-pound sophomore. And the Ledgers with the ball down there now on the 23. Clock down to 2.5 minutes to go here in quarter number 3. Cullen King under center. No relation to Braden, according to Coach Krieger, what he told me earlier. Give again. No, now he's going to keep it. Cullen King around the outside. He's got the 15. Almost broke loose, but a nice shoestring tackle there by Joey Narrett. And that's going to be an 11-yard gain. 11-yard gain there for Cullen King. And another first down. Cullen King, the sophomore quarterback, big kid, 6'6", 180. I'd like to, you got the 6'6" quarterback now in for the Ledgers, and McCarty, the quarterback for Campbellsport, also 6'5", a couple big kids. King under center, looking for where to go, gives it to Beekle, the first man through, and he is ridden down. No, he kept it and tripped up, and it looks like he's going to get no gain. No gain for King. Brings it now to be second down. Clock winds down to a minute and a half to go. Still looking for a winner. 9-2-0, 3-18, 13-49. What coach has more coaching years than Bob Hyland? There is just one with more years than Coach Hyland. Had about 8 or 9 answers. We'll run through them in a little bit. King gives it now through the second man through. That's Jonathan Korb. And Korb bounces outside, but he fumbled. And on the fumble, it's recovered. And the recovery for is number 13, Cole Caney. Cole Caney with the fumble recovery there for Campbellsport. So inside a minute to go here in quarter number 3, the Ledgers turn it over. And it'll be Campbellsport ball on their own 10-yard line. Campbellsport with ball on the 10, and clock continues to move. And we're going to have to see. It looks like McCarty is still in there on offense at quarterback for Campbellsport. So keep the regulars in, see if they can work against this second-string Ledger defense and get a little momentum, let the kids learn. It's all about a learning experience. Pitch back comes to Gardner. Gardner into the secondary, still on the run. A nice gain of 25, actually 15. 15-yard gain for Gardner. First down there. Tackle made back there by Sam Lucas, the freshman. And that is going to be the final play of quarter number 3. 3 quarters in the books here in Kewaskum. Our score on your Quest Interior scoreboard, St. Mary Springs 44, Campbellsport nothing. We'll be back right after this.
Integrity Saw and Tool is a proud sponsor of Fond du Lac area sports. Integrity can be defined as moral uprightness of character and honesty. Like our local teams, their team is filled with integrity. Integrity Saw and Tool offers a variety of services that help their tooling and woodworking customers stay competitive and keep costs down, like tool sharpening, tool manufacturing, and custom cutting tools. Integrity Saw and Tool wishes the best of luck to all local teams. Get more at integritysaw.com.
Doyle Kelly Dental, a name this area is trusted to bring Fond du Lac smiles for over 50 years. Dr. Kathy Doyle has continued this exceptional care with staff who go the extra mile to make sure you're comfortable throughout your entire appointment. Dr. Kathy Doyle would like to welcome Dr. Erin Cole to her office on Fond du Lac Avenue.
Hello, this is Dr. Erin Cole. I am excited to be back home and working alongside Dr. Kathy and the team at Doyle Kelly Dental. I will make your smile my first priority. I'm accepting patients now at fondulacsmiles.com.
When you hire the attorneys at Everson & Gibbs, LLC, you're getting more than professional representation. Their partners are committed to excellence and have been successfully representing their clients since 2005. Whatever your legal needs or questions, Everson & Gibbs, LLC has you covered. Practicing business law, personal injury, estate planning, probate and guardianships, and real estate. They work closely with their clients to provide exceptional legal services that are catered specifically to their needs. Give them a call at 920-922-7113. or head to eversonandgibbs.com.
We're back here, quarter number 4, off and running, and under center, Mitch McCarty. And they're going to run to the right side, give Joseph Gardner the ball again. It looked like they had him stop, but he broke through. And McCarty is going, or rather, Gardner is going to gain 9 yards. He's up now to 57 yards. Going to bring up a third down, and we got an injury down on the field, and looks like Tyler Schwartz, the trainer's going to run out there. And we just had a winner in our trivia question. Had some good answers. I'm going to check out who this is, but some good answers. Had Dave Keel, Dick Basham, Bob Paroli all mentioned, and the winner, though, the actual coach who has the most. It's not Jerry Sins from Edgar either. The person who had the most years coaching in the history of Wisconsin high school football, Bob Ratchick, 52 seasons. Coached at Tri-County and Plainfield from 62 through 65. And then at Stevens Point Bricelli from 1966 to 2013. 52 seasons for Bob Ratchick. And we had a winner, and waiting to hear back as I texted and see who is this Ledger player who is injured coming off the field there, number 27, Fernando Moreno, a 5'10 junior. And Kathy Reddig is our winner. Kathy Reddig, the winner tonight of our Taco Bell trivia. I'm going to have you get a hold of Nick this coming week. Nick will let you know what you won as they take Fernando Moreno, the 5'10 junior, up and off the field due to an injury. So 2nd and 1 coming up here as Campbellsport with the ball on the 34-yard line. We're in running clock action here, so the second half going to go by pretty quickly. Lots of reserves on for both teams. Kind of a broadcaster's nightmare, so to speak, but moms and dads will do our best. On the sweep, give is there, and wrapping up the tackle. We're going to get a first down. A nice tackle down in there for the Ledgers. Making that tackle there, number 45, Cooper Bulow, who's still in. But Cole Caney had the run there. And Caney is going to get a 5-yard run. And it's first down for Campbellsport. Their fourth, Cole Caney, now back even, 2 carries for 0 yards. McCarty under center, checks the wristband, overseeing the defense. So what he's got there. Under center, real and receiver each way now gives. First man through is Gardner. Gardner slips one tackle, slips another before he is wrestled down after a gain of 9 yards. Nice tackle made in there. Number 44, that is Chuck Keeble. Chuck Keeble, the 6'1 junior. It's an 8-yard gain that time for Gardner. And he's done a nice job tonight. 14 carries, 65 yards for Joseph Gardner. And the Ledger's now 2nd and 2. Gardner, 5'10", 165-pound junior. Only 2 seniors on the lineup. Pitch again is to Gardner. He goes to the right, is across midfield, and down there at the bottom of the pile, tripping him up was Corbin Langfelt before some other players got in there and helped out as well. And they're up across midfield, and we're going to call that another 8-yard gain there for Gardner. And unofficially, he's up to 73 yards. So Campbellsport reeling together a couple first downs here. They're into Ledger territory for the first time in a while. Clock running inside the 10-minute mark on your Quest Interior scoreboard. St. Mary Springs up on top 44-0. Campbellsport, though, trying to put together a drive, put some points on the board. Good for these kids of Coach Todd Wondra. Get some positive offense here. Meanwhile, the Ledger's getting some players some work. Give this time, though, is to the first man through. It's Gardner as he got the quick counter, and he's going to gain 2 on that one. And moves him up to 65 yards. And tackle up there for the Ledgers, Andrew Vander Grinton, trying to catch out some of these kids. He's a big fella, 6'4", 240-pound freshman getting into varsity action here. And made the nice tackle. Defensive signal coming in with Chuck Keeble from the sideline. Now 2nd down and 8 to go. McCarty under center, Mitchell McCarty. Big kid, man goes in motion. The give to the man through on the sweep. He goes around the right side trying to get the edge. Gets the edge before being riddled down outside by Sam Lucas. On the carry that time was Mason Williker. Williker is going to gain 8. Williker gets out there for 8 yards outside. First carry we've seen from Williker. Mason Williker, a 5'8", 135-pound freshman. And it's the 3rd consecutive first down for Campbellsport. Ball rests inside the 35 by about the length of the football. McCarty again with the fake, gets to the second man. Coming around wide is Gardner. Gardner has the 35 down to the 30, going down there to the 25, and coming up and making the nice tackle for the Ledgers there. Nice tackle made by Brendan Gerdig, another freshman, 5'10", 45. And now, correction, the carry was there by Emmer. Emmer with the carry there. And he gets another first down, a 12-yard gain. We're going to give to Emmer. All right, 1st and 10, ball down to the 23-yard line. McCarty under center, looking for somewhere to go. Calls signals, gives to the first man through, trying to get through there. That looks like Gardner again, and he's stacked up. Nice tackle inside there. Jacob Holmes, a 5'8" sophomore, 185-pounder. And they're going to call that, we're at the 23, going to call it 1 yard. Gardner up to 76 yards. 2nd and 9, clock running, just over 7 minutes to go. Full house backfield, or everybody in on the line. One man behind, man in motion. And they're going to give to the guy on the sweep. Out the right side they come. He gets the 20 down to the 15. It's going to be another first down, and getting down there. All the way down inside there is Mason Williker. Williker with a nice run gets a first down, and that ball is now going to be down. Ball rolling around, eludes the officials. And they're going to call that a gain of 11. So 11 more for Williker. Nice job by the freshman, and the ball's now first down, and we're going to call it 10. They're at the 11, so they can still get a first down without scoring. Young Ledger defense trying to hold on here, see if they can maintain the shutout. McCarty with the gives to the first man through, and I believe that's Gardner, and he has stacked up a host of Ledgers, a big blue wall. Down at the bottom of the pile looked like Brian Gellings, 6-foot junior. And we're going to call that 1 yard gain. Keeble also in there on the tackle. We'll give Gardner 1 on that one. 2nd and 9 from the 10. Clock continues to tick along in the running clock situation inside 6 minutes to go in the ball game here in your Quest Interior scoreboard. McCarty with it, gives the fake, and now coming out the side. That is Williker. Williker trying to find the edge, and a nice tackle over there. That looks like number 2, Sam Lucas, making the tackle. Williker able to gain 5 yards. And Williker up to 24 on 3 carries, 8-yard average for the freshman. 3rd down now and 4 from the 5. 3rd and 4 from the 5. They can get a first down without scoring in the end zone. Definitely 4-down territory here as Campbellsport wants to find some points on the board. McCarty under center. It's the hand he's going to give. Here's the pitch to Gardner, and he's going to walk in untouched. Joseph Gardner from 5 yards out. 5 yards out for Joseph Gardner. And Campbellsport gets on the board here in quarter number 4. 4:54 to go. And Joseph Gardner walks in from 5 yards out. And they're going to go for 2. Might as well. What do you have to lose at this point in the night? It's 44-6 on your Quest Interior scoreboard. Going to come stack to the near side of the field. McCarty under center once again. Man goes in motion. Williker, they give to him. He's going to try to find the outside, then cuts back. A nice cutback by Mason Williker, the freshman. And he's going to get in there for the 2-point conversion. And the score becomes 44-8. 44-8 on your Quest Interior scoreboard. 4 minutes, 54 seconds left to go on the clock. And you keep it here as Ledger's going to get another chance for their young kids to play a little offense. That time, nice drive by Campbellsport. It marks the ball down the field, about 60 yards of offense there. I, to be honest, didn't write down where they started the drive, but nevertheless, always good to get on the board. The reserves out there and getting a chance to enjoy, chance to play the Ledger defense. A lot of freshmen, sophomores out in the field right now, but this is where they can gain some experience. And now they're going to go back to receive. Looks like Brendan Gerdig back along with Isaac Highland. So the Ledgers will get one more chance here to another crack at it on offense. And last time, the only time that we've seen Campbellsport kick off tonight, they popped a little 15-yarder that the upback Nate Mueller took. And we'll see once what they do here. Again, Gerdig back there, the 5'10 freshman. And Joe Voles is going to be the kicker here once again. And we'll see what Campbellsport has going here. Voles set to kick, and this one's going to toe up there to the right. And going back to get it there is Sam Lucas. And Lucas dodges one guy and gets another about 5-yard return there for Sam Lucas. And out comes the reserve Ledger offense as they head out there on the field. They get a few of these guys. They have a couple of regulars in there. Jimmy Keeble, I saw, is out there. But some backup linemen in there, backup quarterback. Trying to catch some of these names. Looks like Cooper Longley is out there, 6'2", 250-pounder. Coming out wide to the right, Sam Kuhn, 6'1", sophomore. And what do we got here? I think we got a timeout. Timeout taken by Coach Highland, and we're going to take one as well. We'll be back right after this. You're watching high school football on Radio Plus Sports.
Team on top of the game for screen printing, custom awards, signage, and embroidery is Hoppers. Hoppers Silk Screen and All-Star Trophy, located in the heart of Fond du Lac, can custom print to 1 shirt or 1,000. Pick from Under Armour, Gildan, Nike, and more. Choose your school for a custom one-of-a-kind look. Need banners, signage, or vehicle wrap? The team at Hoppers does it all. Hoppers Silk Screen and All-Star Trophy at the corner of Main and Merrill, Fond du Lac. Get more now at hopperware.com. That's hopperware.com.
In business for over 90 years, Musa Sheet Metal Since 1928, Musa Sheet Metal Company of Oshkosh has had a commitment to quality and customer service second to none. They've remained true to that commitment and made it their prime focus. Their mission? To create a quality product for a fair price while maintaining the integrity that's made the company last so long. So whether you're looking for architectural sheet metal, industrial ventilation, or more, go to musasheetmetal.com. And remember, if it's metal, it's Musa.
And here come the Ledgers on offense. Cullen King under center, and he's going to give to the first man through, and that is Mason Beekle. Mason Beekle with the, looks like he's going to plow out there just short of the first down. Call it 9 for Beekle. 4 carries, 19 yards so far tonight for Beekle. And the clock down now inside the 4-minute mark. And St. Mary Springs going to move to 2-1 on the season. Big game on the horizon against Lamira next week. Should be a good test for both those teams. And, we're going to get a false start. And got some reserves in the play, and that time one of the Ledger linemen got a little jumpy, and it's going to be a 5-yard penalty. False start on the Ledgers, their 4th 5-yarder of the night. Good news is none of those are no big penalties that really hurt them terribly, but that'll make a 2nd and 1 into a 2nd and 6. Cullen King, the sophomore, under center. Going to give to Beekle, and King's going to keep it, and a nice punishing run there by Cullen King. He's up across midfield and gets 5 more than that, a gain of 11 for Cullen King. And his third carry, his second 11-yard gain, and once again, just like Braden King did, had it in the hands of the first run man through, took it back, and made a nice run. 23rd first down for the Ledgers. Their first for this 4th quarter. They dominate with 22 through 3 quarters. King with it again, gives it in. This time the run. Nice run there is made by Jonathan Korb. Jonathan Korb, a 5'10 sophomore. And he is going to gain 10 yards as well. So Jonathan Korb with a 10-yard gain as we try to keep track of the guys that are out there on the field. Ledgers move the ball down to the 35, 2:22 to go. And that'd be nice for these young kids on offense to get their way in the end zone as well. And the give again is to Korb. Korb comes to the right side, up across the 30 down to the 28, ran right over a player. The tackle made in there by Cody Colts, 5'9 sophomore for Campbellsport. Well, that was a nice run there by Korb, and he is going to gain 5 more yards himself. So he's up to 15 yards and 2 carries for the young fella. Bunch of sophomores out on the field right now for the Ledgers. Cullen King under center, 1 man each side. We're going to see a lot of runs, and we do again. First man through there is Korb. That time he's not going to get anywhere, and Joseph Gardner hog ties him after it looks like going to be a gain of 1. Korb with a 1-yard gain. Yeah, it's going to move the ball down there to the 29. 28 and a half, call it the 29. 3rd and 4. They need to get to the 25 in order to get a first down. Clock down to 1:10. 1:10 to go. 2 receivers off to the left this time for the Ledgers. Nobody in motion, and King's going to gives it off to Korb. Korb inside the 25. He's trying to find the 21, and he gets down to the 22-yard line. It's going to be a first down, though. Korb with another 7-yard gain, and another Ledger first down, number 24 of the night. And we're into the final minute of action. I'm going to guess we're going to see one more play, and that's going to be the end of the game here. One more play probably coming here for the Ledgers. King under center. Going to give again. This one goes inside. With it is Mason Beekle. And Beekle is stacked up. And 3 guys down there in the pile. And tackle really there in there by Joseph Voles. And that gain is going to be 2 yards for Beekle. And I believe that's going to be the last play we're going to see. No, one more play. One more play for the Ledgers as the clock winds down. King's going to keep it. Gives it off to Korb, who's going to take it back, and then it doesn't go anywhere. No gain there on the final. But we've reached the final horn. And tonight, it is St. Mary's Springs coming up here to Kewaskum It was a home game for St. Mary Springs, even though it was played here. And the Ledgers are going to walk away with this one with a win by a score of 44-8. 44-8 in your Quest Interior scoreboard. We're going to take a 3-minute break here. And we're going to come back with our Anders Auto Parts postgame show as we wrap things up here from the Doc Mitchell Athletic Complex. Our score once again, St. Mary Springs victorious tonight, 44-8. We'll see you in 3 minutes on Radio Plus Sports.
You dream it, we'll fabricate it. At Quest Interiors, we fabricate one-of-a-kind countertops, and buying direct saves you money. Visit our showrooms today in Oshkosh and Fond du Lac to start your transformation. Quest Interiors, exceptional style, exceptional savings.
Gear up, Wisconsin, and be ready for driving season. During Holiday's Grand Slam sale, take to the roads in a new 3-row Chevy Traverse from just $399 per month.
It's prime time to save, get more for your trade, and enjoy Team Holiday's excellent customer care.
Team Holiday wants to make a fan out of you.
I am a fan of Holiday.
I most certainly would consider myself a fan of Holiday.
Discover the difference at Holiday Chevrolet, Buick, and GMC, Fond du Lac.
It's worth the trip.
Hey, Fond du Lac's best-kept secret is no more. Operation Best Chicken and Friday Fish from a C-store is out. Pioneer Pit Stop. Yes, Pioneer Pit Stop has some of the best takeout in town. The best part, no reservations needed. No need to drive halfway across the country. No special dress code, other than you need to be dressed. You're in and out with piping hot chicken or fish that you thought came from a supper club. Of course, fuel, beer, liquor, ice, snacks, groceries, and tons of other things we all need are always in stock. Pioneer Pit Stop, 20 East Pioneer Road across from Tucker's on South Main Street. It's Fishlicious.
Are you looking for an exciting career change? Join the team at Michaels Corporation. Members of the Michaels team enjoy competitive wages and generous benefits, as well as in-house programs promoting continuous education and career advancement.
Check out the many office and field careers available at Michaels in Brownsville. Drivers, mechanics, records assistant, and more. Go to michaelscareers.us. That's michaelscareers.us.
Apply today at michaelscareers.us. Collaborate with like minds, connect with your community, construct your future.
No matter what season it is, you want to keep your vehicle in tip-top running condition. Anders Auto Parts, your Auto Plus Auto Parts store in Fond du Lac, can help. Stop in and see the experienced counter personnel at Anders. They can find the exact product or part you need. Anders carries a full line of quality products at great prices. So whatever it is you're looking for to get your vehicle running great, stop in or call Anders Auto Parts, 16 West Sibley Street at 922-3390, your locally owned Auto Plus Auto Parts store in Fond du Lac.
Dr. Shane Bauer of Bauer Chiropractic for progressive and traditional chiropractic care. If you're in pain, Bauer Chiropractic offers unique ways to provide relief for many types of pain and conditions. New to this area is MLS Class 4 cold laser therapy, which can be very effective with treating many nagging injuries such as plantar fasciitis, tennis elbow, shoulder pain, knee pain, and many others. Pain relief and prevention are 2 reasons to see Dr. Shane Bauer at 355 North Peters Avenue, Fond du Lac, or log on BauerChiroFDL.com.
If you're looking for a job where you play an important role in your company and work in a supportive team environment, join Spectrum today. As a customer service representative, you'll represent the nation's fastest growing TV, internet, and voice company and help bring Spectrum services to the communities we serve. We offer a competitive salary, best-in-class benefits, complimentary services, paid training, and excellent opportunities for growth and advancement. Interested? Go to jobs.spectrum.com today.
Greg Zonefeld back with you from the Doc Mitchell Athletic Complex in the campus of Kewaskum High School, where tonight's Wisconsin Flyweight Conference football game had the St. Mary Springs Ledgers taking down the Cougars of Campbelllsport by a score of 44-8. So welcome to the Anders Auto Parts postgame show. And as we look at tonight's highlights of the game, the Ledgers didn't waste a lot of time. Got the ball in the second, but the Campbellsport got the opening kickoff and weren't able to do much with it. The Ledgers got the ball and drove on 7 plays. And David Miller, a 27-yard run at the 7:48 mark of quarter number 1. Miller also running in the conversion, and the Ledgers led by a score of 8-0. After 3 and out for Campbellsport, the Ledgers got the ball back. 3 plays, 55 yards. And the big play, Braden King, the quarterback, gave the ball to Isaac Highland, pulled it out on the option, and went 55 yards for a 14-0 lead after the conversion failed. First play of quarter number 2, it was Isaac Highland's turn. He went 34 yards to cap a 5-play, 59-yard salvo. Braden Ottery caught the 2-point conversion, and it was 22-0 Ledgers. Just 3 minutes later, it was a pass play, this time through the air. James Bone, a 15-yard reception from Braden King. And at the 8:39 mark, the Ledgers led by a score of 28-0. Late in the first half, the Ledgers struck again, this time King, a 1-yard run. He added a 1-yard conversion. And at halftime, it was St. Mary's Springs up on top by a score of 36-0. We were in running clock throughout the second half. Ledgers did add a score on a Braden King run of 5 yards. Midway through quarter number 3 to lead 44-0. And then Campbellsport getting on the board with 4:54 to go. It was Joseph Gardner who had a nice game on the ground. He had a 5-yard run, and the 2-point conversion was run in by Campbellsport's Mason Williker to make it 44-8, and that was our final. St. Mary's Springs moving to 2-1 on the season. Campbellsport moving to 1-2. Looking at our BCI Burke play of the game. BCI Burke play of the game. We're going to go tonight with Braden King. Had a 55-yard run on that option play, and that was his first carry of the game, and really did a nice job on that. Had a couple other nice runs where ran the option really, really well, and that was the play of the game, though. That put the Ledgers up at that point 14-0. And we're going to stick with Braden King as our player of the game, our Marian University player of the game. Braden King tonight completed 4 out of 7 passes, 63 yards and a touchdown on the ground, 6 carries, 108 yards. He scored 2 touchdowns running the ball, and actually 3 touchdowns running the ball, and also added a conversion here or there. So a nice night tonight for Braden King, the 6'2", 190-pound senior. Taking a look at the statistics tonight, St. Mary's Springs finishes with a total of 24 first downs on the game. They had 22 of those through the first 3 quarters. Tonight it was Campbellsport with 7 first downs. They picked up 4 of those in quarter number 4. Ledgers rack up 402 yards on the ground. 2 runners over 100. Braden King, 6 totes for 108. David Miller, 14 totes for 103. Isaac Highland, 9 carries for 93 yards. That led the way for the Ledgers. As we said, Braden King, 63 yards through the air. Braden Ottery, 2 catches for 28. And James Bone, 2 catches for 35. One of those a touchdown. For Campbellsport, the quarterback, Mitchell McCarty, 1 out of 6 for 4 yards total tonight. On the ground, Joseph Gardner led the way for them. He had 19 carries for 82 yards and also scored that touchdown. So Joseph Gardner, the 5'10", 165-pound junior, leading the way tonight for the Cougars. Cougars finished with 119 yards rushing, 4 yards passing. To give you an idea of how good the Ledger defense was tonight, just 53 yards in the first 3 quarters allowed by Coach Bob Hyland's team tonight. So definitely the Ledgers had the dominant hand tonight, and congratulations to Coach Hyland and his squad as they rack up tonight a 44-8 victory. Big thanks tonight to Ron Lindgren on the camera, to Carrie Longry, our producer and engineer. And this is Greg Zonefeld. Glad to have had you along. Once again, our Quest Interiors final score from the Dot Mitchell Athletic Complex: St. Mary's Springs Academy 44, Campbellsport 8. For Radio Plus Sports, bidding you good night, and thanks for watching.
You dream it, we'll fabricate it. At Quest Interiors, we fabricate one-of-a-kind countertops just for your space. And buying direct saves you money. Visit our showrooms today in Oshkosh and Fond du Lac to start your transformation. Quest Interiors, exceptional style, exceptional savings.
Baker Cheese, producing award-winning cheese since 1916. Not only can you find fresh Baker cheese at your local grocer, make the short drive to their in-house country cheese store. Over 100 varieties of other cheeses from the best cheesemakers in Wisconsin. Take Highway 23, go south on G 3 miles, and follow the freshness. Visit BakerCheese.com. Baker Cheese, a Wisconsin cheese heritage since 1916.
Scotty's Auto Works for affordable auto care, from tires and alignments to routine auto maintenance. Trust the guys at Scotty's Auto Works, next to Pump and Pantry, Fond du Lac.
Hi everyone, I'm Josh Schneider with Silica for Your Home. We get innovative products in every day at Silica. I think one of the coolest things we have right now is something we don't even sell, our new digital price tags. We know you're busy, so these tags do the shopping for you. They search the internet twice a day, and if they find a product at a lower price, it automatically changes the Silica price. Shop Silica for the best sales, service, and pricing every day. So come on in and check them out. We hope to see you soon.
Come and grow with Burke. We are a company on the move and are looking for great people that want to grow with us. Hi, I'm Mike Phelan, President and CEO at Burke, a local company that creates quality and innovative playground equipment. Our team maintains a culture of enthusiasm, innovation, and customer service. We are currently looking for full-time first and third shift manufacturing employees. Burke offers a competitive wage and benefits package, on-the-job training, and a signing bonus. Learn more about our open positions at bciburke.com. That's bciburke.com.
Taco Bell's Quesalupa is back with its cheese stuffed shell. But there's nothing worse than overhype.
Here it is.
So we'll skip the speeches and the influencers.
Hello?
Cut the fanfare.
Oh, man.
And the pyro.
Man.
So don't hold on to your seats. We're just here to tell you the Quesalupa's cheese stuffed shell is back. And we think you'll like it.
Doyle Kelly Dental, a name this area is trusted to bring Fond du Lac smiles for over 50 years. Dr. Kathy Doyle has continued this exceptional care with staff who go the extra mile to make sure you're comfortable throughout your entire appointment. Dr. Kathy Doyle would like to welcome Dr. Erin Cole to her office on Fond du Lac Avenue.
Hello, this is Dr. Erin Cole. I am excited to be back home and working alongside Dr. Kathy and the team at Doyle Kelly Dental. I will make your smile my first priority. I'm accepting patients now at fonddulacsmiles.com.
This broadcast is sponsored by the following local partners:
Optivision, Taco Bell, BCI Burke, Bauer Chiropractic,
Marian University, New Medical Center, Rademan Stone and Landscape, Baker Cheese,
Hopper's All-Star Trophy and Silk Screening, National Exchange Bank and Trust, Everson and Gibbs Attorneys at Law, Pump and Pantry,
AirTech Heating and Cooling, Winnebago Lutheran Academy, Fox Valley Savings Bank, Bob's Pizza,
Addison Jones Real Estate, Quest Interiors, Anders Auto Parts, Right Way Home Improvement,
St. Mary Springs Academy, Scotty's Auto Works, Fond du Lac Credit Union, Pioneer Pit Stop,
Spectrum Call Center, Pizza Ranch of Fond du Lac, Camera Casino, Holiday Automotive,
Doyle Family Dentistry, Musa Sheet Metal, Silica for Your Home, Michaels Corporation.
The complete broadcast schedule can be found at radioplusinfo.com.